We're live. O, diba? Ayan. Loud and clear ba ako, guys? Of course. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to everyone. O, diba? Bongga. And syempre, before I even start, o, diba? Ang ingay-ingay nyo dyan sa baba. Ayan, syempre kay Botchok the Great. Ayan, mabilis na i-touch. Ayan, and syempre sa aking admin. O, diba? Kay Give Madam Myla Me, mega, mega, mega love shout out. Kay Ate Renel Ganda, syempre, o, diba? Kay Kalingap Bell, TV Hong Kong, o, diba? Ang taas naman ng mic ko, guys. Ayan, kay Len 1, o, diba? May Len 2, may Len 3, may Len 4, and Len 25. O, diba? Marami yan, guys. Okay, Madam Myla Me, thank you, guys. Ayan, sino pa nandyan? Hey, it's me, Wengs. Ayan, syempre, ang napakagandang, ayan, Wengs, mega, mega love shout out. And thank you, ayan, pagpunta dito, kasama si Rosetto. O, diba? Rosette, o, diba? Nakakaloka siya. Sige, pakita mo pa more. O, diba? Akala mo. Ayan. And syempre, ayan sa aking Sisi Koy, mega, mega, mega love shout out. Ayan, busy-busyhan tayo ngayong gabi. Ayan, sino pang nandyan? Oh, CS. Ayan, Michael, you're not late. I'm just starting and I was actually, ano ba sasabihin ko? I'm actually late. I'm the one who's late, not you, okay? You're not late. Rosetto RV Vlog or R Vlog, o, diba? Ayan, and thank you, syempre kay Wenks Ganda. Ayan, wow, andito. Nakikita ko kayo dyan, guys. Nagbabaklead lang ako. Ayan, and sino pa nandyan? Ayan. Salamat kay Rosetto, o, diba? From me, ayan, syempre, dan na sa'yo, Rosetto. Thank you for coming and welcome to ICEE Fit Livestream. Ayan, sana magustuhan mo ito at sana nandyan ka pa, diba? Ayan, ayaw ug katawa diha. Ano daw? Anong ibig sabihin nun, Wengs? Translate that to me. O, diba? And syempre kay Inday Mama. Ayan, Inday Mama Vlog. Thank you. O, diba? Sino pa nandyan? Ayan. And syempre marami yan. Oo, susuklian ko yan ng pagmamahal. Diyan lang kayo, guys. And of course, Hayden. Thank you, Hayden. Welcome. How are you, kiddo? Ayan. And syempre kay Botchok Bay, andam ta tissue bay. Ano ba yun? O yun. Unsaan man ang tissue bay, Botchok. O, diba? Ang galing ko na mag-Bisaya, guys. Ayan. Sige, mag-type lang kayo ng ganyan para matuto ako. And of course, sino pa nandyan? Parang may na-miss ako. And syempre kay ICEE, mega, 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 mega. Love shout out. Welcome to ICEE Fit. ICEE, parang nagkakalat yung lipstick ko, guys. Sabihin nyo, guys, pag nagkakalat yung lipstick ko, parang pulang-pula yung lipstick. Ayan, takpan natin ang mic. Parang nagwawala yung lipstick ko. Ayan. And syempre, bata pa po ako ni Just Wengs, siya yung amo ko. Ay, wow. O, diba yayamanin si Wengs? Ayan, ako din. Naghanap ako ng trabaho. Ayan, doing great. Oh, that's good. That's nice to hear, Hayden. Ayan, and of course, guys, please do me a favor and share this live stream to your community. Social media, ayan, hindi naman obligated, but I would really appreciate it if you do. Ayan, sa mga social media nyo, guys. Ayan, Facebook, TikTok, at kung ano-ano pa. And syempre, kay Marnie Patriarca. Ayan, Marnie, ayan, thank you, Marnie. 444. Alam mo, naku, mamaya, guys, may sasabihin ako, guys. Ayan. I'm gonna say something tonight. Ayan, so, but Marnie Patriarca, thank you so much. Ayan, maraming salamat. And ayun, and of course, Black Gamer. Ayan, Lee, mega love shout out, Lee. Ano na naman yan, Lee? Ayan, we're gonna read that. Amigo ko yan si Rosetto, supportive rin yan. Oh, diba? Ay, gusto ko yan. I like supportive people. Oh, diba? You have to like basically, kailangan mong palibutan ng sarili ninyo ng mga supportive na tao. Ayan, like-minded people, and of course, positive people. Yung mga toxic, kaya ayun sila na lang magsama. O, diba? Tuntua na naman si Sisi Koy. Paano babaliw ako dito pag tumatawa si Sisi Koy? Pakisabi nga kay Sisi Koy, huwag siya tumawa. Napapraning ako. Hindi mo ako amigo, Just Wengs. Ako yung utusan mo, ikaw yung amo ko. O, diba? And of course, ayan, umpisahan na natin, guys, ang balitaktakan. Ayan, let's start the night. Ayan, Thursday night. Ayan, time check, 9:31 p.m. in Japan. And in the Philippines, it's 8:31 p.m. If you're in another side of the country, ayan, let me know what time is it over there. O, diba? O, may pagganon tayo, guys. And of course, guys, to all my fellow Filipinos, ayan, sa mga Pilipino, ayan, mga kapatid kong mga Pilipino, ayan, please do, I encourage you to speak English. Ayan, give this live stream your opportunity to practice your English because definitely, ayan, kahit barok-barok yan, ako nga barok-barok, di ba guys? Ayan, we'll try to speak English so we can have practice day, ayun. Nawala ako sa hulog, o, diba? Saglit lang, guys. Hindi ko na alam kung ano pipindutin ko dito. Ayan. And of course, guys, if you're new to this channel, ayan, kung mga bago kayo dito sa channel, this is a multilingual live stream, o, diba? Multilingual live stream where we talk Tagalog. Ayan. If there is Japanese people out there, I do speak Japanese, Portuguese, ayan. Spanish, nakakaintindi, pero nahihiya magsalita. And of course, ayan, we try to interact on each and every one of you. Ayan. So, if you don't, ayan, if you feel free, I will translate it as much as I can for my fellow Filipinos and of course English speakers in the house. So, if you're interested in getting physically, mentally, sexually, ayan, emotionally fit, this channel is for you. So, don't forget to subscribe, turn on all notifications so you won't miss any of my upcoming live stream and uploads. And of course, to all the English speakers in the house, ayan, from time to time, not time to time, I actually do, ayan, updated you guys with shorts, ayan, live stream clips that I subtitled in English so you can actually relate and interact with all of us. O, diba? Ayan. And with that said, guys, ayan, umpisahan natin ang pagbabasa. Ayan. 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 Black Gamer Rumainer. Hello, ICEE. How all is well? Thank you for helping me improve all those months ago. I think I've improved a lot. Health-wise, still free and single and ready to mingle. Hoot hoot. O, diba? Good job, o, diba? Ayan ang gusto ko, o, diba? Guys, ayan. So, Lee, thank you for the trust. And of course, I do see the improvement and I hope you kind of like don't, even if you find it that you improved much, don't stop. Make it a ritual, make it a habit. It has to be like a long term. So this is not just because right now you need it or you want it. Make it a habit. Yeah, as long as you leave, this would be supposed to be consistent. We have to be consistent so we can be healthy all the time. Ayan. Even if you're not single anymore, you have to be committed and you have to always prioritize your health. Especially now, Lee. I know you have some sort of problems going on, but I hope, ayan, fitness, your journey through fitness actually help that, not just physically, but emotionally, and of course, through your love life. O, diba? May pagganon. O, diba? But I do appreciate that, Lee. I like that. Thank you. Ayan. And of course, ayun. Ano ba? Ang dami ko ng ano. Thank you, Botchok the Great. Ayan, Botchok the Great. Thank you. Sobrang thank you. And of course, Shirley, ayan, yo, hello, mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you. Yes. O, diba? Ayan, yun na lang. Share the link, everyone. We need more viewers. Oh, thank you, Michael. Ayan, the troll with a heart. Diba? I like it. And of course, ayan, hi, ICEE. Thank you. And mega love shout out to Rosetto from Inday Mama Vlog. Diba? Ayan. Inday Mama, ayan, I believe natapos na yung premiere niya, guys. So everyone, guys, if you have premieres, to my fellow YouTubers, if you have premieres or not yung live stream, don't put the live stream. If you're in live stream right now, don't put the link on the live chat. Ayan, mapalo kayo ni admin. Just premiere, guys. Connect with everyone. Ayan, mga premiere ninyo dyan, guys. Ayun, respeto lang tayo, guys. Ayan. And ayun, sino pa nandyan? Rosetto, buti naman. O, diba? Ayan, napagalitan ka na ng amo mo, Rosetto. O, diba? Ayan, ano ba? Nasa na ba ako? Ba't parang bumalik naman to sa taas? Sa baba ako tumitingin eh. Diba? Tumaas siya. I'm still in love with the admin, but she ignored me. Admin! Lee is in love with you. O, diba? Why don't you give him a chance? And I'll tell her, Lee. I'll tell her for you. Ayan, I'll tell her to talk to you. O, diba? Mega mega love shout out, Shirley. Admin, I almost have a six pack now. O, diba? LOL, o, diba? What if Lee had a six pack, admin? So are you gonna go? Well, Lee, just wait. She'll gonna come to Japan. So, ang cute mo, host, para kang si Wengs, ang ganda. Ah, syempre, friends kami. Alangan naman kaibiganin ako ni Wengs kung hindi ako maganda, di ba? Sabi ganun. Ah, di ba? Ayan. Newbie, I see. Ah, di ba? Yes, newbie. All the time newbie. Bochok the Great. Ayan. Really? Diba? Wow. At dahil dyan, diba? Congratulations. Diba? Newbie ka pa kay Bochok. Yung kasama sa luma. Diba? Giatay ka. Ang gulo mo. Diba? Ayan. I think the admin is not impressed. Your standards are so high, admin. How do I earn your love? Oh, diba? I'll tell you, Lee. How do you earn my admin's love? Ayan. I'll tell you everything. I eat dried coconut, host Rosetto, and wanks as well. Wow, dried coconut. I actually drink coconut water yesterday because I did go to Philippine store. Is it yesterday? Or no, 21, 21st. No, yesterday I did drink coconut water. Magdudugo ang ilong ko. Diba? Ayan, because ayan, it's been a long time, diba? Medyo matagal-tagal kang nawala dito sa live stream. It became a multilingual live stream kasi, I try to encourage my fellow Filipinos to have their practice of English dito sa live stream ko because we do have like English speakers in the house. So as a fellow YouTuber, I think it's better to improve our English, especially we are in the public. So, mas maganda yun. Mas maganda yung meron kayong outlet, 'di ba? Na mag-practice ng English without judgment. Because alam ko naman sa Pilipinas, pag nag-i-English ka, sasabihan ka maarte. Pero nagpa-practice ka lang naman ng English mo, 'di ba? So, hindi ako nakakaintindi ng English, host. Bisaya ako. Ayan naman ang pagkakamali natin, Rosetto. Yan naman ang pagkakaiba natin. Ako mahina naman ako sa Bisaya. O, diba? Mas magaling ka sa akin sa Bisaya. Ang alam ko lang sa Bisaya, lubot. That's the only word I know. Lubot. O, diba? Duslak. O, diba? And Samantha, mega, 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 love shout out to you, Samantha. Lee, I'm so impressed that you improve so much. Diba? I told you, Lee. Ayan, just keep trying. Don't give up. And of course, to Mary Kay, the Wanderer, CZ, mega, 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 love shout out to you, Mary Kay. Ayan, I know you're busy ka dyan. Pero kung English speaking ka, host, pilitin kong intindihin para kay Wengs. Agoy! Fan pala ito ni Wengs. Diba? Ayan. O, di ba, Wengs? Ay, ganyan talaga pag magaganda, guys. Ayan. So, kung sa tingin nyo hindi kayo maganda, yung katawan ng tirahin nyo, guys. Kasi, pag maganda ang katawan ninyo, another level yun. O, di ba? Ang sama ni host. Ayan, giatay ka, ipatukhang na kita sa asawa ko. O, diba? Ayan, lagot ka. Andyan ba si Gohan? O, diba? Ay, Diyos ko po kayo. Ayan. And thank you talaga. Bochok, thank you. Thanks, ICEE. Ayan, emotionally, work-wise, I'm learning the corporate world, especially being the only black guy at work. Just gotta suck it up, which I'm sure you can relate to. Of course, ayan, from time to time, I do relate. It's not just, like when it comes to I think, of course, I know the background of being, being black, sometimes it becomes so. But at the same time, like for me as half and growing up, not knowing who or not having that acknowledgement from both countries, I think I kind of relate how it is. But yeah. You just don't have to. The thing is, Lee, sometimes I think this is what I mentally learn is like if they don't help you, if you think they're just giving you stress, just don't think about them. Just don't think about them. They don't, it's like if you don't respect me, I won't respect you. If you treat me bad, I'll treat you bad and go on with my day. I just don't really need to linger or mope around or something like that. Wag winks, wag winks, wag winks. Marami pa akong binubuhay. O, di ba? Bye, Rosette. Mag-toxic ta, sinsilyo. Ano yung ibig sabihin doon? Hindi ko siya nag-gets talaga. Kaloka kayo. Ayan. That's not true. I'm easy to fall in love. Oh, diba, Lee? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Lee? And yes, admin, I will wine and dine you. Treat you like a lady. Proper British gent. Ah, diba? So, Lee, wait. Yan. Coming soon. Once the Japan border is open for tourists, you will see my admin here in Japan. So I'm gonna get that tab. You know, you're gonna have to treat my admin really, really nice to a nice, proper restaurant. Okay, I'm gonna be a very, very strict chaperone. Okay. Like chaperone. Yes, ICEE, tell me everything. That's good to know you're reaching out to everyone. Yes, I'm trying. And that's, you know, the thing is, like, at first, you know, some people might think that sa umpisa talaga, I try to reach fellow Filipinos. But I think, you know, the more I get into this live stream, the more I kind of like had that, you know, that feeling of like, why Filipino only when I can reach more, and when, you know, having a lot of fellow YouTubers that I'm befriending with, why not have this community, you know, like magsanga-sanga yung mga community natin. Mas maganda yung ganon. Ayan, ayun, di ba? Congrats, ICEE. And of course, ayan, IE, ayan, congratulations, of course, to you guys, because, you know, you're coming back. I've seen the live. I've seen it. I'm just not trying to, like, interact in the live chat, but I was there. I actually see you guys. Nakikita ko kayo, nagla-live na kayo. So I really, really like that. And I hope that you keep pushing. And then, you know, regards to your family, of course, and to the band, ayan, more power to everyone. Ayan, guys. Kaya pala magaling mag-English si Wengs host kasi dito siya nagtambay. Uy, magaling yan talaga si Wengs. Para ka namang ano, Roseto. Naku, kung di mo lang alam, napakatalino niya ni Wengs. Ayan, miss you. Of course, I miss you too, IE. I do. I really do. Ayan, I really am happy that you're reaching out. And ayun, nakakatuwa lang kasi nakita ulit. And nakikita ko na yung channel ninyo again doing live. Ayan, the music should live on. Music is really, really a part of life. O, diba? Ano pa ba nandyan? Ayan. Roseto, di ako nag-English, oy. Nag-English lang yan si Wengs pag inaasar namin si Sisi ko. Bislak lobot, o, diba? Alam ko yan, Botchok. Ayan. Hello, BFF working mode pa. Ayan. Rians, of course. BFF, mega, mwah, love, shout out. And of course, ayan, kay Rain, ayan, Nuvain. And ayun, ang daming anak ni BFF, kaya nakakalimutan. Hindi, Irie, ikaw naman. Huwag kang magtampo kagad. Di kita nakalimutan, Irie. And of course, Irie, ayan. Have a wonderful evening, guys. So, diba? I enjoy listening while cooking. Ay, wow. What are you cooking? Ay, o, diba tinanong? Sinabi na nga nagluluto eh. Tinanong pa eh. Di sasagot siya. Diba? Ay, mama! Diba? Siguro kung dito ako magtambay lagi, host, matututo din ako mag-English someday. Yes, Rosetto. Like, there's a lot. Like, one thing that I know for sure, living in Japan, how much, kahit gaano ka mag-aral mag-English, reading, but if you're not trying to speak it, or if you're not trying to have a conversation with someone in English, hindi kayo matututo, especially the pronunciation, which is a lot of us really had. Meron tayong yung insecurity. Ayan, bilang Pilipino, medyo nahihiya tayo mag-English. So, ayun, I do try. Ayan, pinipilit ko kayong magsalita or mag-type ng English kahit pa yan hindi tama kasi kahit naman mga Amerikano, guys, hindi naman sila ganun kaano sa grammar, diba? Parang ganun lang yun, guys. And of course, ayan, Key9 Tot. Hello, everything. Diba? Hello, everything. Diba? Mega, mega, mega love shout out to you and welcome to IC Fit live stream. Ayan, I hope you like our live stream. Ayan, this is a live stream where we talk a lot of stuff. And also, I'm a certified personal trainer, so you can ask me question when it's regarding to your personal fitness journey. And as well, I know every week and every day we do have a lot of stresses. Ayan, may mga stress tayo guys. So if you want to kind of share or rant, as long as this is the rule guys, as long as you try to respect everyone's privacy, as long as you can agree to disagree, walang personalan, don't take it too seriously. At the end of this live stream, everybody should be still friends, or if you're not friends, at least try to understand each other's perspective, because I've always said everyone has a story to tell, everyone's feeling is valid, pero may exception, o diba? Pag ayaw ko Wengs, ang bilis mo mag-type. O, diba? An awesome morning to beautiful hosts. And of course, thank you, Key9 Tot. Ayan. Parang alam ko na to kung sino to, Papa Ben. Is that you, Papa Ben? I'm pretty sure this is Papa Ben. If you're not Papa Ben, ayan, I'm sorry. Ayan, but I feel like you are. Yes, ICEE, leave the haters alone. Exactly. As I've said, guys, if you're not into the live stream, I've always said this. If a person has an image of you in their own head, no matter how much you say or no matter how much you explain to them your point of view or what you feel or whatever, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how time or effort you gave to them. Sometimes it's just the way it is. So rather than trying and pressure yourself or try to stress yourself on trying to take or trying to make them understand you, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone and find somebody who can actually understand you and respect you for who you are. Or maybe you have something to do about yourself that just people couldn't really understand. So as I've said, 1% better every day. That's the key. Every day 1%. Diba? And of course, fish fillet. Aww. I'm on a diet right now, ayan. But guys, ayan, this coming Saturday, guys, I'm gonna have a cheat day, which means we can drink together and we can socialize this coming Saturday. So if you want to socialize with me, ayan, mark that calendar and mark that time. Ayan, socialize with me, guys. Hello. Diba? Of course, get ready to be charmed. You will fall in love deeply, ayan. But if you make her fall in lovely, make sure you're not gonna hurt my admin because I'm gonna hunt you down, okay? British charms. I'm always ready. Diba? Harute. Nanghaharot kayo dyan sa baba. Ayan. And mwah. Ay, from Rian. So, diba? Ayan. And ayun, nakahabol na ako, guys. Ayan. Sa wakas. Ayun. And then of course, guys, and as I've said, ayan, I have something to tell you guys today. Today, diba? Kaloka. Today talaga. So, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook or if you're connected with me on Facebook, last time I posted something about a friend of mine in the Philippines, and unfortunately, ayan, he passed away. So, to all the people that donated, to all the people that actually take the time to share what I posted and actually, give prayers to this, really thank you. And isa na dyan, guys, si Marnie Patriarca. Ayan, Marnie, I know you're watching. Ayan, maraming salamat sa'yo. And in behalf of my family, ayan, they wanna thank you so much. Ayan, you kumbaga, walang atubili talaga. Kumbaga, walang patumpik-tumpik. Diba? Kumbaga, parang nakita niya lang nag-live ako sa Facebook and she helped, Marnie Patriarca. So guys, Marnie Patriarca, ayan, her husband, their family, also a fellow YouTuber of mine. Please support them as well. Ayan, ibababa ni admin ko. Admin, ayan, kay Herman Salva Official, pakibaba. So please do support them as well. Ayan, if you're fond of wanting to know the streets of Manila, ayan, if you wanted to know what's the streets in Manila and how a Filipino person kind of work, like try to provide for their family or for his family, please do watch and please do support the Herman Salva official. Like it is so motivated how he kind of like, go to places and deliver stuff. And a lot of it, like trying to work in the Philippines. If you want to know the streets of Manila, please do support and please do try to connect with the Herman Salva official. Diba? And hi, Idol Christopher Durain. Mega, 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 mega love shout out. And of course, guys, ayan, mukhang hinahanap ni admin. Oh, nahirapan ka, admin. Hirap na ba, admin? O, diba? Sige, ako na nga. Nahirapan ka na ata dyan eh. Ako magbaba. Asa na ba? Ba't ayaw magpindot naman ito? Wait lang guys ha, may tinitingnan lang ako. Ba't ayaw? Ayaw niya magpindot. Ayun. Kakapindot naman pala eh. Ayun na pala. Pinaba na pala. ayan, pin natin yan. And of course, guys, as I've said, guys, there's a lot of people that I want to tag. Becky Kang, thank you if you're watching or if you're gonna watch this as well. Thank you, Becky Kang. Special mention as well. Nana Kawaguchi, Nana Kawaguchi is also a fellow YouTuber. Becky Kang is also a fellow YouTuber. So please do, thank you guys. And thank you so much for the donation and for the generosity. Thank you so much. Always welcome po, Marnie. Thank you, Marnie. I really do appreciate you, diba? And I'm still single, admin. I rejected all others for you and of course to focus on myself, only waiting for a special person, a person who I will give my all. But first, let's eat pies. I know a nice place for pies. Do you know that Miller's, Ann Miller's, I think. Ann Miller's, that's where I buy pies. American. Is it American? I don't know if it's American. I think it's American pie, but I do love pecan pie over there. So maybe you should check that out, Ayan. And fish and chips. Cheat day, of course. Of course. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to eat fish and chips and pies all the time. It's just for the very special occasions, okay? Diba? Wait lang. What is it? What is it, Lee? Ayan. Thank you, Ate ICEE. No, thank you, Marnie. I mean, thank you. In behalf of my family, thank you, Marnie. And ayun, ayan. O, diba? Nakaupload ulit ako, guys. Ayan. So, ano na ba? That's true. Black gamer. That's true. Akala ko naman kung ano yung that's na yan eh. That's true pala yun. O, diba? Nabaliw na naman. Ayan. But guys, ayan, as I've said guys, so may mga pag-uusapan tayo for today. Ayan, and I'm gonna try to like set it up as much as I can. There's a British pie in Shop Shibuya, British style. American food is garbage. Ooh, I don't think so. When you say American food is garbage, it's kind of like a super huge, like, it's a melting pot. Sometimes there's a lot of what kind of American are we talking about? Like soul food for one. Soul food, I love soul food, although I've never had it, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those foods that I really, really want to try. And I just want to try it from where it is, like authentic American soul food. And of course, I love American hamburgers. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Oh, diba? Ayan, so it depends. Diba? I have to disagree on some, Lee. Not all American food, but I would say a lot of American food, because the thing is, it's like American food is so, like, it's so huge, like it's a lot of types, like, but sometimes there are foods that Americans are good at. It just depends on where you're looking at. Actually, British food is garbage, hence why Britain's favorite food is curry. But curry is like Indian, right? That's one of the things that I actually missed. That I was actually thinking, because like Saturday is my cheat day. So Saturday, this coming Saturday. So of course, guys, ayan, for a glimpse of those who wants to be, like have a diet with me, sa mga gustong mag-diet kasama ko, ayan, every 2 weeks, ayan, once in 2 weeks, I do have a cheat day. I was allowed to do a cheat day, and I timed it Saturday. So this coming Saturday, I was actually thinking if I'm gonna have pasta or pizza. And now you're talking about curry. I was actually thinking if I'm gonna do Indian food on Saturday as well. So there's a lot of thinking to do. Oh, diba? Ang dami kong pag-iisipan kasi sa Sabado, saka ko lang makakain yung mga gusto kong kainin ng walang keme. O, diba? Ayan, that's why Sabado night is tunggaan night. So, if you wanna tunga-tunga with me, guys, ayan, Sabado, come here. And Digital Fanboy, mega, 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 mega love. Shout out to you, Digital Fanboy. How are you? Kumusta, kumusta ka naman? Ayan. Oh, I like Indian food. I do like Indian food, especially the authentic ones. That's the thing, guys. Ayan. Before I go on to this, ayan. Edsy Medina, mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Shout out to you. And of course, Louie. Ayan. I hope you feel better, Louie. Ayan. Pagaling ka dyan. What do you think of fasting? Fasting, at first, I was doing that. I was into intermittent fasting for a long, 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 long time. Ayan. So, o, diba? Hold on. Ayan. So, the thing is, ayan. So, I do a lot of fasting, 16, 8 hours. So, when it comes to intermittent fasting, ayan, guys. And of course, fellow Filipinos, if you have hard time, understanding what I'm gonna say next, ayan, please do tell me. Kasi gusto ko rin naman kayong maintindihan. Pag sinabing fasting or intermittent fasting, katulad ng sinasabi ni Lee, intermittent fasting is you're not eating in a kind of like in a specific time, ilang oras na hindi ka kakain, and then after that kakain ka. So ano ba yung tanong niya, what do I think? So what do I think of fasting? So I think for fasting, I don't recommend it for beginners. ¿Por qué? Porque for it's because, like as a beginner, sometimes when it comes to fasting, there's a lot, especially in Philippines, like fasting, dieting. Sometimes we have this stigma of not eating. And the thing is, with not eating properly, especially not eating, you're actually like starving your body, especially if you don't do it in a way where you have a nutritionist by your side or you're into fitness already. So if you're a beginner, I don't recommend it. It's just, for me, it's not really kind of like a nice, healthy way to start fitness, especially if you're a beginner. But the thing with me, it does help me a lot because before I get into fasting, I kind of understand how my body works. And the thing is with how your body works, it depends on a person. Everyone is not the same. Parang fingerprint lang yan, guys. Yung pwedeng mangyari sa akin, hindi ibig sabihin pag ginawa mo yung ginagawa ko, pwede sa'yo. It's not like that. Especially if you have like, like nutrient deficiency or if you're, like you have underlying conditions. For me, I'd rather talk to a nutritionist or rather talk to your healthcare provider first before going into fasting, because you don't know how your body can react with it. But I did that a lot, Lee. I did a lot of fasting, but right now I'm trying to stick in a diet, like a proper diet where I know I could be consistent and it's not gonna stress me out, where I could actually, like look forward to my cheat day and it's gonna be like, it's nice. And I'm gonna speak Tagalog, guys. So English speakers in the house, ayan, I'm gonna talk English Tagalog. So dyan lang kayo, don't go anywhere. Ayan. So sa mga Tagalog, guys, alam na naman natin yung fasting, yung dieting, ayan, may ibig sabihin yan sa Pilipinas. Pag sinabing diet, hindi ka kumakain. Hindi yun ang ibig sabihin ng diet. Pag sinabing diet, kung ano yung kinakain nyo sa isang araw, hindi man yan healthy or unhealthy man yan, yun yung diet nyo. That's just what it's called. What you eat is diet. Yun, guys. So pagdating sa dieting and fasting, yung fasting na sinasabi nila, para sa akin, hindi ko nire-recommended yan for a beginner. Pag nag-uumpisa pa lang kayo dito, I don't. And dieting, inuulit-ulit ko tong sabihin all the time, pag nagpapapayat kayo, usually hindi kayo kakain. And the thing is, just think about this, guys. Why do a lot of you've heard about this after 6 dieting? Like after 6 o'clock at night, you're not gonna eat, And why do you think a lot of people actually don't progress in this? Like you can see the progress. Like you can lose weight, you can lose fat so easy because you're starving your body. Ginugutom niyo yung katawan ninyo. But the thing is, after a while, you see the progress, you lose weight, you lose fat, but at the same time, you'll stop. Titigilan nyo na kasi nakita nyo na yung progress. And then, pag tumaba kayo, doble pa. It's because the only explanation that I could give you about this is because you starve your body so much na kapag nag-umpisa na kayo ulit, nag-umpisa na kayo maging normal, meaning is you're gonna eat garbage again, you're gonna eat unhealthy food again. Your body, remember how you starve it. Maaalala niya kung gaano niyo siya ginutom yung katawan ninyo. So lahat ng kakainin niyo, i-store niya bilang fat. 'Di ba? Kaya minsan dumodoble yung taba ninyo. So when it comes to diet, I always say this. Stick with a diet, meaning stick with something, hindi yung diet na walang kakainin. Stick with foods na alam ninyo na kaya nyong panindigan. Yun. In real life, in fitness, lagi kong sinasabi, when it comes to fitness, it's just kind of like how you, basically, if you're good with your fitness, it's gonna help you to become a better person. Hindi lang health, hindi lang physically, but as well mentally, emotionally, because it comes with discipline. It comes with paninindigan, kung saan kayo, kung ano yung gagawin nyo sa mga sarili ninyo. So that's the proper way of dieting, is stick with something that you can actually, do for a long term. Like as long as you live, you can stick with that diet. And that's what my number one recommended diet. Stick with something that you can do for a long, long, long time. Ayun. Basta yun na yun, guys. Ayan. Admin, I know a great place in Idabashi. Authentic Pakistan food. Delicious. I want to know what that is. You should tell me that, Lee. I want to try that out one. I don't think I've had Pakistan. Is Pakistan food? Pakistan, I know it's kind of like the same. Pakistan, Nepal, Indian. Is it kind of the same? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I want to try it out. I will treat you, admin, but I want a kiss. Wow. Demanding, Lee. That's too fast, don't you think? I hope Japan is open now. I hope so too. I hope Japan will open very, very soon because I do want to meet, I do want to see my admin. Gusto ko makita si admin ko. O, di ba nabakil na ako, guys? Daldal ko. Ay, wait lang, sinagang hanggang all my Tagalog. That's all, Lee. Ayan. And of course, Daniel Carhunen. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love shout out to you, Daniel. Welcome, welcome. How's your day, Daniel? Do you have coffee? Ayan. What's your breakfast? Guys, if you're in other places of the world, what did you eat? I want to know what you eat, guys. Ayan. Yeah. If you fast too much, your body next time saves fat a lot more because you're training your body to miss food and fat and stores in harder. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Ayan. And mega mega love shout out to Daniel Carhunin from my admin. You want me to teach you Tagalog, Lee? Diba? See, Lee? She's not ignoring you. Ayan. Teach me romantic Tagalog. And hi, admin ni ICEE Fitness from Daniel. Hello, y'all, Indonesian cowboy here. Ayan, Father Ramen, mega, 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 mega love. Shout out to you. O, diba? Pakistani food, you mean actually, Miss ICEE? Yeah, Pakistani food, yes. Because I like Pakistan. I mean, I like Indian. I like Nepal food. I've had Nepal food, like authentic Nepal food, so I really like it. And ano ba to? Pakistani is Islamic, but they use a lot of lamb and seasoning is so good. It's really, really so good. Diba? I've had a great day. That's nice, Daniel. So why did you had a great day? Would you mind telling us why you had a great day? What's something? Is there something that happened that's really, really nice? Ayan. And of course, guys, this is another one thing that I wanted to tell you guys. Sometimes in life, there are things that will happen that's not what we expect. Sometimes, like, for example, like the other day, I like a friend of mine passed away. Ayan, a friend of my family. Ayan, very, very close to my family in the Philippines. It's a very sad day. But if you're not new to this page, I am not really an emotional person. So sometimes, even though I feel like I need to be sad or I need to be like some type of way, I'm always laughing. I laugh it out, because the thing is, it's like, I just don't really like lingering or I don't really like moping on something sad. Because sometimes I feel, and I truly believe this, that sometimes, like you attract what you feel. You attract the things that you think. Like if you're in a toxic relationship or you're in a toxic anything, when it comes to relationship, I'm not just talking about having a love or a partner. I'm talking about in a family, in friendships. If you're in a toxic environment, it's so easy to kind of like linger or kind of like don't want to go away. Like you kind of like got addicted to that toxicity because you feel like, especially if you have like a hard time growing up, if you have trauma, stuff like that. And I'm not saying this because I'm anything, it's just kind of experience and observation. But I feel like you have to understand and you have to give yourself you have the right to be happy in your own way, and you have to start that to yourself. Kailangan umpisahan niyo sa mga sarili ninyo, guys. So kapag, kumbaga, hinayaan niyo yung sarili ninyo na, kumbaga, hindi niyo hinayaan na umalis kayo out of your comfort zone or change something in your life, especially if it's something toxic. You're trying to like limit yourself for greater goodness or for your betterment as a person. So if there is something, if there's something that you're trying to like kind of like, if you're having like feeling depressed or feeling sad, try to get out of that mentality. Try to learn how to snap out of things. Ganon. Diba? And of course, kay Dulce Official, ayan, Tamsak, 33. And of course, CCIC Sexy, Dulce, Dulce, Dulce. Mwah, 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 mega, mega love shout out to you. Thank you, thank you. And mega, mega love shout out kay ICEE Fitness, o di kay admin, o di ba? Kay Dulce, ano ba yan? Naguluhan tuloy ako. Pati ako naguluhan. Kaloka. Admin, I will prepare for your arrival. Red carpet. Butlers, fish and chips. I've heard you cook, Lee. So what kind of your specialty? Do you have any specialty to cook? And of course, guys, I do want to ask this. Like, since we're talking about food, and for some reason, when I'm on Thursday, and I know this is supposed to be let's get physically fit and mentally fit, but for some reason, most of the time we're talking about food. So I want to know if you guys cook and if you have anything that you feel like you're one of those persons that has a specialty when it comes to cooking. So press 1 guys, press 1 kung marunong kayo magluto. And ayan, press 2 kung hindi kayo marunong magluto. And press 3 kung ayaw nyo lang magluto. And what is your specialty when it comes to dishes? Ayan, I wanna know. I wanna know kung may mga importante o may mga ganyan kayong bagay sa inyong mga sarili. 1, ay, syempre, admin ko. Alam ko yan. That's why gustong-gusto kong pumunta yan dito si admin ko because I know when she come here, I know I'm gonna be very, 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 very spoiled when it comes to food. So I think, and of course, the IE. Yes, yes, I know. And I'm looking forward to that, IE. I know I've heard a lot of things about your food, IE. Alam mo yan, ayan. So I want to know the carbonara. O, diba? Naalala ko pa yan. And Dark King, hot dark. Kaya mega, mega, mega love shout out sa'yo, Dark King. 3, o, diba? Ayaw magluto. O, diba? My special is anything. O, diba? Sabi ni admin ko. Sorry, Mas Icy, my comments drown. Oh, yeah. Is it? Ayan. Father Raman, let's see. Hold on. There you go. Ayan. It's okay, ayan. And ayun, yan na yung carbonara. Diba? I know that. I remember that. You're so, so good. I do want to try that carbonara. Your famous carbonara. Ayan. But yes, I want to know, Yahoo! I see! And of course, andyan na si Tab J. Ayan, Tab J, thank you naman at nakaalala itong si Tab J. Tab J, how are you today? Ayan, how's your outing with Inday Mama today? Yahoo! I see. Kaya kong magluto, pero di ako interested dyan. Ayan, because sometimes, like, when it comes to cooking, sa totoo lang guys, it's, like if you cook every day, every single day, sometimes it's really, really, really frustrating, like trying to think of what to cook, especially if you're in a diet. Sometimes prepping is one of the things that I really hate. So I'm lucky that somebody is prepping for me, like I don't have to prep my own food. That's why I'm still lucky. But a lot of you people, that's why I know sa mga fellow Filipinos ko, usually, di ba, ang nakakatamad dito kasi sa Pilipinas, in the Philippines, we have this karinderya, guys. So for English speakers in the house, karinderya means, like a place. It's almost like a home cooked food and somebody's cooking and you're gonna have to buy it on that kind of like small mom and pop shop. If I'm gonna have to translate it in English, there's a lot of that in every corner. So it's so easy to just not cook if you don't want to cook. But in Japan, it's usually like that. It's either eating out, which means, a lot of calories from time to time, or a lot of processed food, which you shouldn't, you should stay away from. And of course, like living abroad, sometimes you have to cook for yourself. Diba? Especially if you have family, you have to think like for wife, for mothers, you have to think every single day what to cook. So sometimes it gets tiring. So I kind of get that part. Diba? Ayan. Admin, icy feet. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ayan. Yes, yes, yo. Diba? Ayan, asa na ba ako? Ay, ba't pa umaakyat to si StreamYard ko? I cook a lot of things. I like to cook authentic carbonara with egg yolks, baking, and my specialty is Jamaican jerk chicken and Trinidad curry and soup. Oh, why don't you give me that, Lee? Why can I not taste that, Lee? You should give me some. Saturday, Lee, Saturday is my cheat day. So, you know the deal, okay? Caribbean culture is mixed with African and Indian. My grandmother cooked roti, which is Indian. Yes, yes, yes. I know that. Ayan. I'm feeling good, but I'm tired. Aww. You're tired. Otsukare sama deshita. Ayan, diba? That's Japanese for basically when you're, when it's when you're tired and you're after work. That's what we said to our coworkers or for people. Otsukare sama desu. Yon. Admin, how are you tonight? Diba? Another person, guys, and Top J is one of those persons I really, really like because he really, 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 like try to speak in English. And that's one of the things that I like about us Filipinos. We take challenge, kailangan may mga challenge tayo and we try to adjust in our surroundings, which is one of the things that I like about Filipinos. Ayan. Wow, I'm so impressed that you know to cook a lot. Ayan, naranasan ko buhay abroad, manok pa more, kanin pa more. Diba? The thing is like in dieting, especially when you're trying to build muscles, guys, chicken is one of the things that are really, really good. It's low on calories, chicken breast, low calorie, high on protein. But the thing is, this is one of the things that I think is really, really weird about me is because I don't like to eat chicken a lot. Like I'd rather eat, I want alternative. Like I'd rather eat fish from time to time or like, other things, especially nowadays, you can go to the internet, find a lot of things, find a lot of recipe for you to cook in an alternative way. Like right now, I'm into tofu. And if you're one of those guys that wanted to see me eat and prep the foods or at least try to shop, yeah, I'm probably going to do a live streaming on the supermarket and tell you the things that I eat in a day. So please do check that out. Ayan, a day in my life. Ayan, I do live stream. There's no fixed time or day. So please do turn on all notifications so you won't miss those live stream. Diba? I cook myself. Wow, don't cook yourself, Top J. Ayan, I cook for yourself. You cook for yourself. Oh, diba? Yeah, processed food is not great. Exactly, guys. So one of the things that I think I would recommend you guys, ayan, sa mga Pilipino din, kung gusto nyong magpapayat, avoid processed foods. What are processed foods? Ito yung mga food na instant, ika nga. Yung kumbaga, hindi fresh, processed, diba? So try to avoid those things. First of all, because it's easy to avoid, especially Coke, Cola, soda. That's so easy to avoid. So try to avoid that. ICEE, what's the difference between Japanese tofu, Korean tofu, Chinese tokwa? Ooh, I don't know. That's a nice question. I kind of wanted to know, but I've never had Korean tofu. I don't think I've had Chinese tokwa. I only have Japanese tofu. But when it comes to Japanese tofu, we had a very huge variety. Like there's one that are super expensive and super generic and stuff like that. But Japanese tofu, it's really like we have a lot of differences. And I think you're going to see that. Maybe I'll do some, shopping live stream. Ayan, so you can see different kinds of tofu. But I don't know what's the difference. I'm not really into maybe I should really look to it. But it would be nice to know what's the difference about tofu. But I usually I miss tofu in the Philippines where it's organic, but yun. I like to cook, admin. Food is the key. Ayan, nawala na naman ako. Food is the key to the heart. Aw, talaga lang. Ayan, I'm really good. Thanks for asking. And how about you? Ayan, galing-galing naman na talaga mga viewers ko. I see, I cooked it for Mr. Yamamoto. He had a stomach orgasm. Don't say that, okay? I might get. I don't think that's a good word for live chat. Ayan. I mean, you cheat on me. Who is this other guy? Who? What? Oh, Tab J. Tab J. Niloloko ka ni Leo. Lee is actually courting admin. Ayan. I'm interested to know about Jamaican jerk chicken. I'll search for it. How about Lee? Lee, you should cook it and upload it on YouTube. Like teach us how to do Jamaican, or at least like try to inform us what is a Jamaican jerk chicken. Ayan. So Black Gamer actually do have a YouTube channel. Ayan. So please do check it out. It's about games, but I hope he kind of like informed us what it is, you know. Quiet, OFW ako kaya salute, Dark King. Ayan, alam ko kung gaano kahirap kumain manok. Pa more, kanin, itlog. Oh, 'di ba? Although eggs, I actually am consistent with eggs. Like it's one of the things that I think a person can eat every day if you really want. Because yung itlog kasi, yun yung isa sa mga talagang complete nutrition is egg. You cannot find anything that's something I don't know. I'm not a nutritionist, guys, so I don't know, but I think egg is actually one of those things that are actually really everything. It's full packed nutrients. So try to eat eggs, guys. Thanks for that wonderful question, admin. By the way, I'm everyday okay and feeling energized each time. O, diba? He's a friend of mine, Black Gamer. O, diba? Hey, it's you, Winks. Tab J, shut up. Di ba na shut up ka kagad? And ayan, it's a very good answer, Tom J. And of course, board vlogger, board, mega love shout out. Are we going to start? Ayan, guys, if you didn't, ayan, I don't know if board has time today, but guys, ayan, is it yesterday? I think it's yesterday. I don't know. Last week we do have a conversation about fake people. So after that kind of conversation, we go through a different, like conversations about different topics. And if you want to continue the topic, Ayan, and I know Board Vlogger wanted to continue that topic, you can actually interact with us today and we will continue that topic till, later on tonight. I am. ICEE. It has a lot of ingredients and spices. My advice is make a marinade using allspice, Scotch bonnet. Did I pronounce that correctly? Nutmeg. Almost 10 spices, but delicious. Please Google, but be very careful. It's strong. Oh, diba? Yahoo! Mega love shout out everyone. Magandang buhay. And mega love shout out board vlogger. Admin, I feel better now because you are my everything. Naku, mapalot na naman tayo ni Sisi ko. Tama, Jay. Ikaw talaga, maharot ka dyan na naman. Lumanding. Ano, lagot ka, Tam J. Oh, huli ka. Ayan. And manager, what are you doing? No, don't worry, Lee. Ayan. Don't worry, Lee. Ayan, umiiyak na tuloy si Josa. Uy, ikaw, Tam J, ah. Ayan, pinaiiyak mo si Sisi ko. Don't worry, Lee. Tab J is just like that, He's taken already by my Sisi Koy. So don't worry. Ayan, ba't na naman umiyak to? Kakaloka talaga to. Ayan, kaloka. Wait lang, guys. Ayan. And of course, asan na ba tayo, guys? And thank you, Mary Kay the Wonder. Thank you. I'm just kidding here, only baby. You know me better. I love you. Todo, todo. Ayan, Tojinyo. O, diba? Ayan, sabi ko nga sa sarili ko, kakain ko manok, lilipad na ako, kulang na lang. True. And sometimes actually there are like a lot of people actually have I think it's the skin, like I'm a very very fan of chicken skin. I do like chicken skin. So sometimes it feels like I think I I think I have to lean off skin because I think there's no protein in it much, and it's more kind of like, is it fat? More on fat or more on calories. So sometimes it's just kind of those little things that you have to kind of understand. And of course, kay Razelma official, mega 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 mwah, love shout out to you, Razelma. Ayan, wait lang guys. Ay, mali. Nagkakamali na naman ako. Asa na ba yun? Ay, anong nangyari? Ano ba? Hello? Napindot ako guys. Wait lang guys Ayun. And, bonnet yung sinusuot sa ulo. Michit ka, hindi yun. What's a bonnet? Is that a spice? I don't think I've heard of that, Lee. Ayan, jealousy level 200%. Oh, guys, when it comes to jealousy, guys, ayan, let's talk about jealousy. I want to talk about jealousy, guys. Do you want to talk about jealousy? Press 1, guys, if you want to. Press 2 if you don't want to. Press 3 if you don't care. I want to talk about jealousy for a moment, okay? Board vlogger, yahoo! Ayan. Masarap sa akin yung manok. Puro calories. Lalo na pag prito mo. Nagkakasundo tayo. Ayan. Don't mind him, admin. Just be focused on me. Sige, lagot ka na naman dyan. Sige. Ganyan-ganyan ka naman. Ano yung 4? Ano yung 4? Wala akong sinabing 4 Are you jealous, Lee? So, the viewers, ayan, to all the viewers right now, press 1 if you think, ayan, you're a jealous person. Like, you actually agree and accept that you're a jealous person. Press 2 if you think you are not a jealous person at all. And press 3 if you have some sort of understanding of why are you jealous, because I want to know about it. Okay? Ayan. Hey ICEE, did you know we're no strangers to love? You know the rules and so do I. And a full commitment is what I'm thinking of. And you wouldn't get this from any other guy. And I need to tell you how. Oh, are you going to be in love, kiddo? Ayan. I'm feeling. Ayan. Ano daw? I'm feeling. 4, none of the above. Oh, wow. I'm feeling I gotta make you understand that I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you. Never. Okay, that's a song. Okay, that's a good one, Hayden. Ayan, manager. Oh, diba? 1. Okay, this is war. 2. Diba? That's good. And 3 is Rick Rollin. Yeah, number 3, yeah, Hayden is actually like a kid, guys. Ayan, and that's how you rickroll someone. Ayan, and ayan, Romainer, what kind of war? I'll give you Star Wars. Lasing ka na naman, Tab J. The Scotch bonnet is a small pepper. That is a strong pepper. Ayan. So, Daniel, what is Rick-rolling means? I don't think I've heard that word. You have to educate me. What is Rick-rolling means? Ayan. Gusto ko magselos, pero para naman maranasan ko masaktan. Kaya, okay, this is a love war. O, diba? May pag ganun. And of course, Razelma, Mary Kay sa mga nakabidyo dyan. Thank you guys. Ayan. Like a Trojan war. O, diba? Ayan. So, let's talk about jealousy, guys. So, this is the thing, guys. Like, a lot of us, like jealousy is an emotion that sometimes we just couldn't really kind of like control when it hits us. And the thing is, when it comes to jealousy, I think it's something that we have to mentally kind of learn how to control, because jealousy is one of the things that actually is not really good at all in any relationship. It's not just about, love, interest relationship. It's also, not good for friendships. It's not good for family. When it comes to jealousy, sometimes I feel like, there's a point where you can feel jealous because it's an emotion. Sometimes you just couldn't really control it if you have it. But at the same time, it's something that you can learn how to control. And the thing is, when it comes to jealousy, I feel that a lot of people, when you feel jealous, rather than think about why am I jealous, or why am I feeling this, and talk about, to a partner, why are you doing this? We try to kind of like make the situation, like we blame, the person that we are jealous of. That's why we're feeling it. So the thing is, it's kind of like a very good topic, I think, to kind of like explore. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that have a different kind of reason why they are jealous. And it always kinds of in some sort of in a situation where it's kind of like it's always depending on the person you are with, which I think is one of the things that I actually kind of learn to control. So, ayan. Of course, guys, ayan, makakasama natin ngayong gabi. Ayan, hindi tayo binigo. Ayan, he said last week that he wants to continue the conversation last time. So, please welcome, ayan, the one and only, diba? Are you ready? Ayan, guys, please welcome, Bored Vlogger. Siyempre, magpaganyan.
Hi, everything. Ayan.
Ah, diba?
Bigla ako kinabahan nung nasa backstage na ako.
Bigla kayo nakabahan.
Ewan ko, bigla ako kinabahan nung nasa backstage na ako. I don't know why.
Ayan, so, ikaw ba, narinig mo na yung word na Rick rolling?
No, nakaka-alien yun, ha?
Diba? Also, me, I didn't know what Rickrolling means. So, according to Daniel, Rickrolling is when people trick you to listen to the Never Gonna Give You Up song by Rick Astley. Ah, yun pala yun. Meron ba akong echo? May echo ko, Board?
Wait lang. Baka sa akin galing.
Or sa akin?
Wala naman sa akin. Wait lang.
May echo ba kami, guys? And to all the viewers, guys, do we have echo? Echo. O, diba? Parang ang landi lang. Echo. Test tayo, Board, in fairness. Ang dami mong pinuntahan ngayon. Di ba birthday ngayon ni Kuya Ray?
Oo, hataw ako today. Actually, nakapagpahinga na ako nung nanood ako ng Netflix.
Anong pinanood mo? What did you watch?
Ang corny actually, it's Umbrella Academy.
No, I didn't watch that. Sa tingin ko hanggang first episode lang ako doon.
Was about kasi siya sa mga sci-fi. Sci-fi siya. So, yeah, that's my thing.
Diba? But pag nag-i-English ako, sinasabi nyo lasing ako, ang samahan nyo sa akin, di ba pwedeng pinapractice ko lang mag-English? Lasing kayo dyan. May sinabi ba ako? May sinabi ba akong yan yung dahilan kung bakit yung sinasabing lasing ka, Tab J? Asumero ka na naman dyan. Let me think firstly. Ayan. Jealousy yung bintana yun. Jealousy.
Last mo na yung Tab J.
Hindi ka Tab J. Ayan. Lagot ka. Ayan. Sige, bala ka dyan. I think there are a good side and bad side of jealousy. The good, it shows you care and value the person. The bad is that you are insecure in yourself. Ikaw ba, Bored? Like before, we have this one-on-one before, and I remembered you saying that you're a jealous person. So, like from that moment until now, o kala mo one-on-one, biglang naging one-on-one. Biglang But sa tingin mo ba may nagbago? May nagbago na?
You know what? Pag jealous kasi, it's okay. Yeah, jealousy, it's okay. As long as you don't hurt anyone or you don't do things that could make things worse. And yeah, I agree with that. Na ano, it means you show you show you it's how do I say this? Yeah, you show care or that you're being jealous with that person or that those whatever it is because you care. And yeah, that's good. Yun ang naging
Mm.
kapag ka ano na. It's not good when you are doing things that can hurt somebody
Yes.
or whatever. Yeah, but going back to your question, ayun nga, yeah, I'm still jealous. Yeah, I do still get jealous. I do still get jealous,
Mm.
especially for those persons na I really do care. For example, there are times na we are talking for, alam mo, we are talking almost every day. Then suddenly, you don't talk to me anymore, and then I
Oh.
thought that you're talking with someone else. Yeah, that's even though we don't have label, I will get jealous, of course.
Nandiyan si Roan. Ayan, Roan. Mega, 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 mega love shout out to you, Roan. Kapatid board. Mega, mega love shout out. Jealousy siya, napunta na nga siya sa pagiging bitter mo. Oh, diba? Jealousy, naging bitter. No, because the thing is, like for example, like me, like I'm not really a jealous person. But when I got married, I started to develop having jealousy. And I think it's just the pressure. I think it's just the pressure of, like when you think about marriage, it has to have a commitment. And sometimes it comes down to like, it has to be this one. You don't want to be divorced. You don't want to be, like in that kind of sort of predicament. So I think that's one of the things that I got jealous. And as time passes, eto yung sinasabi ko, once you understand why you're jealous, 'di ba? Yun yung unang question. Bakit ba ako nagseselos? What's wrong with me? Ika nga. Anong problema? Bakit ba ako nagseselos? And I think if you understand what causes your jealousy, and if you actually look it upon yourself, yung i-reflect mo kung ano yung bakit ka nagseselos, I think that's how you can control your jealousy. Because I think a lot of people, like even Lee saying, like, there's a good thing, which is, this is one of the things that I kind of hate. Ito yung stigma kasi. Nagsiselos ako kasi nga, I care for you. 'Di ba? And I think that's one of the things, I think that's justifying how you're feeling, which is not okay. Para sa akin na, in my opinion. And I'm a devil's advocate. So in my opinion, I think that's not good. Kumbaga, yung selos mo, hindi ko problema yan. Nasa utak mo yan. Ha, di ba? Ang masama ako. That's your own problem, because you have to deal that with yourself, to yourself. You don't have to like, kumbaga minsan kasi sa relasyon, pag nagselos ka, imbis na tingnan mo yung sarili mo, ba't ka ba nagsiselos? Naaasar ka sa partner mo or sa friend mo or sa nanay mo o sa tatay mo kung kanino ka nagseselos. So you're kind of like mirroring it to them why you're jealous. But if you understand yourself, kapag naintindihan mo, ba't ba ako nagsiselos? Ano ba yung problema? What's the cause? What's the root? Then you try to understand yourself and you try to kind of like mentally process it. Dun mo maiintindihan na you have to be better at some things. And then eventually it will fade away. And if the person is really right for you, bibigyan ka ng security. You can actually say it. Ba't ka nagsiselos? Mas mai-explain mo ng maayos, di ba? Mas mai-explain mo ng maayos kung bakit. I think, for me, that's my opinion.
Alam
Ba't
mo,
natatawa ka dyan?
I, That's, I'm about to say kasi na ano na, maybe the reason why most of us get jealous is because lack of security. And then,
Yes.
biglang binanggit yung security. Oo, yun lang. Ano, lack of security, maybe not towards the person. Maybe, ayun nga, katulad sinabi mo, to yourself, na ano, you're not confident enough with that person na, for example, in a relationship, for example, hindi ka confident na, ano, na, about sa kanya na that person will stay with you or baka nagkakaroon din tayo ng ano na, wala kang confidence sa kanya kasi um, maybe because we're thinking na ano siya na, alam mo yun, mapikot, maganyan, o ma-fell sa other person. Yeah, that's, sana hindi nagalap sa rad.
Yes, Shanatics, of course, ayan. And of course, kaya na Hanami, ayan, mega, mega, mega love shout out to you guys. And basahin natin itong sabi ni Lee. It's okay, admin. You have many admirers and shows how much people like you. So it's good and you have the right to choose Mr. Manager. He's a good guy. Ayan, naku, lagot na naman tayo nito. Admin, lagot tayo kay Sisi Koy nito.
Ganda mo,
Kawawa siya. So, sobrang jealous. Halos mamatay-matay na makikipaglibing ako kaso malayo. O, diba? And ICEE board. O, diba? Dapat nilagay mo yung heart dun sa gitna namin, diba? Para mas maganda yan na. Mali-mali pa yan. Pero hindi. Ayun. So, pagdating kasi sa security, I think, like when it comes to security, eto, also, gusto ko rin kumbaga yung sayo, kung bakit sa tingin mo. Like before my husband, sa tingin ko, kaya hindi ako jealous person is because I always think, if I don't feel secure in a relationship, that's not for me. Like if you don't make me feel secure, then next, diba? Ganun lang kadali, guys. Next, yan.
Mindset, tama yan.
Yes, mindset. If you cannot give me what I need, if you're not willing to give the security I need, next. Because I think that's where the value for yourself lies. Kung kaya nyong i-value yung sarili nyo, and kung alam nyo kung ano yung value ninyo sa sarili nyo, I think that's where jealousy comes down to. Pero pagdating kasi minsan, sabi nga ng nanay ko, pagkasal ka daw kasi ibang parte na yun ng relationship. There's a commitment involved. There are other things involved. Pero yun lang yung sinasabi ko, guys.
May tanong pala ako, IC. Ikaw,
yes.
May magandang ikaw na sumagot nito. For you, ano yung paano ko siya sabihin? Ano yung makakapagparamdam sa'yo? Paano ko siya sabihin sa salita? Wait lang. Kinoconstruct ko yung sentence ko. How are you going to make yourself, paano mo gagawing paano mo ma-assure o paano magiging, ano ba yung tamang term? Paano ka magiging secure sa isang tao? Ano yung requirement na hinahanap mo? Kasi banggit mo kanina kailangan maparamdam or at least ganun. Paano yung mga ways, paano niya mapaparamdam sa'yo na secure yun?
Ako. Ayun. So, para sa akin, guys, sa baba. So, the question is, guys, and I know some of you guys in the viewers have your own opinion as well. So, how do you think a person can actually give security? Or, yun ba yung tama? Paano ko mararamdaman na secure ako sa isang tao? Or ano yung kaya niyang ibigay sa akin para maramdaman ko?
Oo, ano yung kaya niyang gawin? O ano yung dapat niyang gawin para maparamdam niya na secure siya sa'yo? Basta yun.
Ayun. So, the question is, guys, and I want you to, as well to interact with this. What kind of security can you give to a person to know that you are giving them security? I think that's the question. Yeah. Zul, diba? Napapasya si Madam Zul all the way from Germany. I am mega, mega love shout out. Zul D. Puyaters. Mega, mega. Madam, ayan. 'Diba? And I wanna, ayan, gusto basahin to. Your time is too precious to be sacrificed in wasted days combating the menial force of jealousy. So, sa sarili mo, may insecurity ka. Yes, correct. Ayan. And mega love shout out IC and co-host and to everyone. Ate Zul, Wailami, mukhang maganda yung topic nyo ah. O, diba? Akyat yan si Madam Zul. Yes, we're talking about jealousy. So I think for me, and I think this is an opinion and observation, when it comes to security, I think everyone is different. You know, you have your own set of what makes you secure to a person. Like for me, I think I've actually said this. Like for me to feel secure, I want to be prioritized all the time. And I'm pretty much like, kapag sinabi ko kasing value yourself, I'm not saying this as, you know, because there's a lot of girls and even boys. There's this thing, ayan. Guys, I'm just talking in English para lahat makarelate din ako mag-translate, ha? So when it comes to valuing yourself, there's a lot of people, they value themselves, but they don't give anything into the table. Yung tipong, mataas yung value ko pero hindi ka marunong maglaba, hindi ka marunong magtrabaho, tambay ka sa kanto. Anong value mo? Tapos gusto mo i-value ka ng ibang tao. Ano yung binibigay mo? So when I said value, is like meron kang, alam mong meron kang kakayahang magbigay. So alam mong karapat dapat kang bigyan. So when it comes to security, at least for me, and as I've said, hindi pare-parehas ang tao. I think there are a lot of people that has some standards that they should met when it comes to security. But for me, I need, or the thing that I can give as a security is like the trust. Because trust for me is something that I cannot give. You know, I have trust issues. So if I said trust, like security means like no matter what a person does, you wouldn't have that. Paranoid kasi ang lola nyo, guys. Malikot ang utak ko. So if I felt that a person doesn't give me paranoia, and if a person really respects who I am, value me, pinapriority ako, number one all the time, I'm secured. So yun yung para sa akin. And that's what I actually, I got from my husband. Yung unang-una ko natanggap talaga. So hinahayaan niyang maging ako. 'Di ba? Wala siyang pakialam kung anong gagawin ko, kung saan ako pumunta, kung anong sasabihin ko. He just makes me who I am. And walang yung parang pero, walang ganun. Just be who you are. Yun yung security na kayang ibigay ng tao na I think I had. Na kung maibibigay ko rin sa tao, yun din yung gusto kong ibigay because I feel secured sa ganung bagay. So, yun yung parang para sa akin, I think para sa lahat, it is really a nice feeling when you find someone na ipapakita sa inyo, ipaparamdam sa inyo na kahit ano pang sabihin mo, kahit ano pang gawin mo, paano ka manamit, what's your belief, 'di ba? Paano ka magsalita, anong gagawin mo, pumunta ka ng club, pumunta ka ng disco, saan-saan ka man pumunta, pero tanggap ka. Or kahit hindi ka tanggap, but you can compromise, pero hindi ka sasabihan ng masama kang babae or anything like that. That's one of the things that I think I feel really secure. Kasi kung ano yung nasa utak ko and kung ano yung nararamdaman ko, laging priority. That's the security that I think masarap ibigay at matanggap. Nasagot ko ba yung tanong mo?
All.
Napatunayan ko yan lately, guys. I really. Kaya I'm happy na talagang minsan lang talaga, luka lang talaga. Kaya yun. But I've learned my lesson. Ayun. Kaya yun na yun. So how about you? If you're gonna be asked naman, board, para sa'yo, sa punto ng buhay mo, what do you think will give you security?
Constant communication, I guess.
Oh, ay totoo yan, Bort.
Oo,
Really.
nagkakaroon kasi ng doubts ng questions na nabubuo sa brain natin. Because we don't talk to each other. So, alam mo yun, hindi mo alam kung ano nangyayari sa kanya. You don't know what's happening with the other person or with the one you love. That's why nagkakaroon ka ng idea. You have these thoughts of maybe he's cheating, maybe he's with someone, ganun, something like that. So, constant
Yeah, that's
communication
true.
will
No,
make.
sa totoo lang, totoo yan, Bort. Totoo yan. Constant communication. I think love is a foundation. Pero di ba pag sinabi nilang foundation, foundation lang yun eh. Sometimes even if you love a person, pag di na kayo vibe, parang wala rin eh. Diba? Mafo-fall ka pa rin sa ibang tao. So when it comes to communication, but the thing is when it comes to communication, hindi lang yung nag-uusap kayo. But I think you met like mentally, like for me, if you're not mentally stimulating me, kapag hindi mo ako ni-stimulate mentally, wala, hindi ko type. Yung parang mawawalan ako ng gana talaga. So it's not just, physically, kailangan talaga haharutin mo rin yung utak ko. Parang ganon. So, para sa akin, when it comes to communication, I think yun yung isa sa mga talagang nakalimutan ko rin these past few months is because, kahit anong ikwento ko sa asawa ko, yung kahit ka-stupiduhan na, yung parang kawala-walang kwenta na talaga what happened to my day, ganyan. Yung mga small things, yun yung nakalimutan namin. Which is very, very important in a relationship talaga, communication. So guys, yun, communication is one of the, para sa akin, top talaga. Ayan.
Yung
Totoo.
mga small talks na ganyan, yung mga maliliit na details ng life natin na hindi natin nakukwento dun sa special person natin. Ang laking impact no na
Mhm.
nakakaalis ng something, ng spark. Pero
Yes.
kapag kukwentuhan nyo yan, for example lang, nag-uumpisa pa lang yung relationship nyo, even the smallest details of your day, di ba kinukwento mo, kinikilig ka kahit walang kwenta.
Di ba? Totoo, totoo. Like for example, like, yung kunwari yung tipong, eto, isang bagay lang to na minsan kinikilig ako pag nakukwento niya yan. Pag kunwari lalabas kami sa supermarket, 'di ba? So usually si Joabel sa labas lang yan. So ako yung mamimili tapos siya nasa labas lang. Tapos sasabihin niya pag uwi, "Uy kanina, 'di ba namimili tayo? Nakakatuwa lang na talagang unique ka. Kahit ganyan ka kaliit, kitang-kita kita kahit saan ka pumunta. Kasi ang cute-cute mo." O, 'di
Oo.
ba?
Tignan mo yung ganyan bagay, no? Ang liit, ang ano lang yan, pero nakakilig kaya yung pakinggan.
Yes. And I think that's one of the things that I kind of like sometimes, especially if you're in a long term relationship. Sometimes those are the small things you forgot to kind of like appreciate kasi nga nawala yung communication. Because sometimes it's either you strayed or sometimes, kumbaga parang na-lost ka ng onte. Kasi there's something na parang hinanap mo, pero rather than finding it with the person that you're with, hinanap mo sa iba. Parang ganun kasi. So usually, that's the things that I think you have to understand to yourself. So napaka-importante niyang communication. Ayan, sabi ni Lee, these prove jealous via your actions, but the person jealous may have their own issues, so they may have to fix their own issues if there is no need. But Lee says something here that I wanna explore. Sabi niya, ano ba yun? May sinabi siya dito eh. It kind of depends on your past. Were you betrayed in the past? Did you cheat or betray someone? I think a lot of our trauma is from past experience in childhood. Diba? Ikaw, ano sa tingin mo? Yung mga trauma, mga past relationship. Sa tingin mo, is that good or is that bad? Meron ka bang mga point of, things that you wanna share?
Paisip ako dun na. Pero,
Diba?
I don't call it trauma. lesson, maybe lesson.
Yes.
Yeah. Because since you've experienced those things before, you will never allow yourself to experience it again or to happen it again to you.
Mhm.
That's why
Yes.
it's like you are creating the defense mechanism of a person of a human. So you're trying to avoid the things that uh, might hurt you because in the first place you have experienced it already. So
Yes.
I
Diba?
don't
And I want to explore that one. I want to explore that one, Lee, but there's something that Wailami says. It's really nice. It's pretty normal to occasionally feel insecure or worry your partner might develop an attraction to someone else. No one enjoys feeling jealous, yet jealousy is an inevitable emotion that pretty much every one of us will experience. Oh, that's true. Diba? And of course, Rabisha Suda. Mega, 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 mega love. Shout out, Rabisha. I see kawaii with that red dress. Oh, diba? Ayan. Thank you, thank you. Ayan. So, yung kanina, yung sa trauma, I think I have, like, this is a devil's advocate, but I always say this. When it comes to trauma and in past experiences, this is one thing that I think a lot of couples or a lot of people in a relationship goes through, especially with a person. And I think one of the problems is that yung mga past trauma, that says trauma, or experiences, like bad experiences from past relationships, you kind of like bring it, kumaga bagahe, to the new relationship. Which I always say that is one of the bad things that you can do to a new relationship. Yun ang unang dapat iwasan nyo. Yung dadalhin niyo yung bagahe, purkit niloko kayo, because somebody betrays you or somebody cheated on you, you have a new relationship now, you think it'll be the same. That's one of the things. I think that's you sabotaging your new relationship if you do that. Like consciously. You have to stop doing that. And I've learned that. Yun yung isa sa mga mentally na process ko na hindi porket naloko ka ng kumaga paulit-ulit kang naloko, 'di ba? Sabihin na natin paulit-ulit kang naloko. It doesn't mean that the person you're with will cheat on you. Sometimes kaya ka paulit-ulit na niloloko kasi paulit-ulit mo ring dinadala yung bagahe mo sa nakaraan. So why do you think, like change it up, Wag mo dalhin yung bagahe mo. Try mo lang isang beses. Tingnan mo baka mag-work. 'Di ba? You have to change things up. And I think that's one of the things that I think a lot of people should really need to mentally process. Ano sa tingin mo, Board? Mukhang ngiti ka ng ngiti.
Nakita ko si Music Love Artist. Hi, Music Love Artist!
Ayan. Sorry naman. Ayan. Let me read. Ayan. Basahin nga natin to. If you wanna help me out reading this, ayan. Mukhang ang dami nilang nakaka-relate. Sabi ni Madam Zul, minsan hindi enough yung malalim yung foundation. Kailangan dyan, you know your worth and you know how to value yourself. O, diba? And ano pa ba? Never stay in a place where someone doesn't see your value. O, diba? Malalim pero sometimes a lot of people misunderstood the value. Yun yung sinabi ko kanina, guys. Know your value but at the same time, know na meron kang binibigay din. Not just your value. Alam mo meron kang binibigay din. Kasi yung iba, hindi mo napapansin yung word. Yung parang, I know how matakas ako, pero wala man trabaho. Ay, wow. Tambay. Ay, wow. Di ba? Hindi mo na magluto. Work ka dyan.
Wala sa lugar na pride.
Yes. No offense meant, guys, but there's a lot. Not just even, not just even women. Sometimes kahit lalaki. Di ba? Gusto ko ng ganitong babae. Ay, wow, bakit? May trabaho ka? Kaya mo akong buhayin? Gusto ko 2 anak. Ay, wow, kala mo may trabaho? Kung makapag-demand tong buwisit na. Sabi, and of course, music love artist Jade Salazar. Mega, mega, mega love shout out to you guys. Ayan yung mga tibak na kayo, guys. Pasensya naman kayo. Ayan. Ayan, mukhang ang dami nating babasahin, Board. Saglit lang, ayan.
Ang dami nilang says pa ba?
Tama. Admin, I know that when I was young, I would get upset when my friends or family visiting would eventually leave. Tapos, and when I grew up, that leaving anxiety came with me. And when an adult, I'm afraid of people leaving. So I must be aware of this in my relationships. But the thing is, Lee, you have to understand sometimes, traumatic events need to be reflected, and you have to not always think about that constantly. Because that's when you unconsciously sabotaging your relationship, because sometimes you tend to be jealous or you tend to be insecure, not because your partner or somebody in your life is doing that. It's just you doing that to the relationship. So you have to kind of like understand where's that boundary lies. Ate Zul, sa security din minsan, yes, kailangan you know your worth and value. True, but security with action, not verbal. Kilig match. O, diba? Kinikilig si Edsy. Ano kaya yung kinilig niya? Ang dami kasi natin sinabi dito.
Yeah.
Ayan. And jealousy ilalagay sa lugar. Isa kong kilala, wala na sa lugar. Sarap sampalin sa tiyan. And Ravisha. Bye muna everyone, Madam Zul. Thank you, thank you. Ayan, maraming salamat. I know you're busy. Thank you, thank you. Ayan. Ayan. Pero ikaw board, sa tingin mo ba, sa tingin mo lang yung pagiging seloso mo, mawawala din ba yan?
Actually, na-practice ko na siya. Na-practice ko na siya recently. Kapag ka may ay!
Baka nandyan ba? Ayan, kung nandyan kayo sa baba na nagpapakilig kay board ko, ayan, please press 1 guys. Kung ikaw ba yan?
Kapag ka, ano nga ulit yung tanong? Nakalimutan ko tuloy. Hindi,
Umalan, di gusto ko malaman ang marites lang.
Napapractice ko na siya kasi nga, I made it to a point na na nakakapagod. Nakakapagod na ini-stress ko yung sarili ko with the things na nabubuo lang naman sa isip ko. But even though I'm not sure if yung kutob ko is, kasi pag ako kasi kinukutoban, minsan tama eh. Yeah, so I'm not sure if my kutob or, ano ba kutob sa English? Intuition?
Gut feeling.
Yeah,
Instinct. I think it's instinct. Ayan. Kasi sabi na woman instinct.
Minsan kasi tumatama. Kaya I'm not sure anymore. Kaya sabi ko, bahala na. Di kung magi-stay, di mag-stay. Kung hindi, edi go. Recently, napapractice ko na. Kasi ayoko na ma-stress. Ang dami ko I have so many baggages. I have so much on my plate. And I can't afford to entertain more.
That's true, diba? I think that's a good mentality because I think this is one of the things talaga. O diba, sabi ni Wyla, may board, sino yan? Been there, board. Diba? Pero hindi, one of the things that I think actually made good with me, ayan, kumbaga para sa akin, I think when it comes to jealousy, I think, when a person, like, if you don't make me feel that I have security from you, I kind of think like, like you're not worth my time then. Hindi mo worth yung precious time ko. So I have to move on. Kasi for me, you're wasting my time. Like me sticking with this person. Baka lumagpas si Mr. Right. Kasi andito ako kakatingin sa'yo, wala ka namang kwenta. Mamaya, lumagpas na yung Mr. Right ko. So I have to move on. And I have to get out of that comfort zone. And the thing is, like, that's why I'm saying, like, there's risk and reward kind of thing. But I think when it comes to love, when it comes to, like, the perfect guy or the perfect woman for you, there's always a perfect timing. My right time. So, yun yung lagi kong sinasabi, wag pilitin. Yun yung motto ko lagi wag pilitin pag hindi pwede. Kasi pag pinilit mo, usually, ganun din Diba? Masakit din. O, edi ngayon pa lang, sakta mo na yung sarili mo. Kasi at least kahit paano, a month from now, hindi mo na maramdaman yan. Kasi may bago na. Diba? Ganun lang yun.
In advance.
Let's see. Mega, mega. Because the thing is, like, for example, if a person really value you, kahit may ginagawa ka o wala, they will stay for the right reasons. Hindi mo kailangan silang i-impress. You don't have to impress them. You actually don't have to do anything. Sa totoo lang. And ayan yung mga napatunayan ko lately. Like if a person really loves you, kahit gaano ka pa kalo-kalo ka, kahit ano pa yung ginawa mo, well, except for, may mga exception yan, guys. But I think for me, I think I'm good. Kasi kumbaga para sa akin, 'di ba? Kumbaga sa lahat ng mga ginagawa mo, nobody is perfect. They said that a lot of times, 'di ba? But if you're being true to yourself, and if that person that you love actually accept that as you, yun yung pinakamasarap. Sa totoo lang. Yung alam mong may kapayapaan ka sa buhay. Yung alam mong wala kang kailangan gawin kundi magsabi ng totoo. Mas may kapayapaan. And then you feel very, very, yung parang settled. Yung hindi ka nandidiri sa sarili mo, hindi ka naaasar sa sarili mo, hindi mo pakiramdam na kailangan gawin ko to, kailangan gawin ko to, kailangan ko gawin to. Yun yung pinakamasarap. And I think I do pray for all of you guys na makuha yun, mahanap yun. But at the same time, kung hindi nyo yun nakukuha sa mga partner nyo ngayon, first, communication. Kung hindi nakuha sa communication, ay lumayas na kayo. Next na yun. Kayo naman, tumpik pa kayo.
Malaking communication talaga. It can make you or it can break.
Diba? So sa tingin mo ba, Board, pagdating sa relationship, hindi lang sa love, hindi lang sa love. Kasi kahit parang friendship, 'di ba? Kahit friendship lang, usually may jealousy din talaga. 'Di ba? Pero para sa iyo, sa dalawang 'yun, ano yung parang mas tinatanim mo? Yung jealousy pagdating sa partner? O mas masakit yung jealousy when it comes to friends para sa iyo?
Paano ba? Parang mas maano yung sa friends. Kasi kasi yung friends nandiyan na yan, yung friends kasi, part kasi sila ng normal mong life eh. Part sila ng normal mong life. Eh yung love life kasi, o yung special someone mo, hindi naman kasi normal yun eh. Kaya syempre, kahit naman kahit naman ata sino, na yung normal na life mo, biglang merong something na magbabago. Kaya diba, biglang naging cold yung pakikitungo sa ng friend mo. Magkakaroon ka ng questions na what happened? Did I do something wrong? Ganon. Kapag ka friends. Pero kasi yung sa relationship kasi or sa with special someone, naku, parte yan, araw-araw magkakaroon ka ng jealous. Normal. Hindi naman araw-araw. Out of nowhere, biglang darating yan. So, expected na mangyayari yan. Pero yung sa friendship kasi, bihira yan eh. Kaya kapag once na nangyari yan, talagang dadamdamin mo. Diba?
Kasi ako din, usually, pagdating sa friends, I think back in the day, pag may mga ganyan, yung tipong kasi always, most of the time, pag may friends tayo, talagang we talk a lot. Yung parang araw-araw 24/7 nag-uusap kayo. Tapos pag hindi nag-uusap, parang awkward. Ba't kayo hindi ito nakikipag-usap sa akin? May ginawa ba ako? Yeah. Parang mag-iisip ka kagad, diba? That's why right now, at this point of my life, mas binavalue ko yung friendship na kahit hindi nag-uusap. Yung parang kunwari ngayong araw na to, 5 hours nag-usap. Tapos bukas 5 hours nag-usap. Tapos biglang wala, silent. Tapos pag nag-usap, parang walang nangyari. magka-catch up lang. Walang selosan, walang praningan na ba't hindi mo kinausap? Ba't ang tagal mo nawala? Yung walang ganong something, yung hindi ka uobligahin na kausapin sila everyday, that's what I value more. Because the thing is, that's the security for me. Like, I don't have to do anything.
You got it. May na-realize sa bigla na, o nga no,
Diba? Katulad niya ni BFF ko. Like, akala yung iba, from time to time, like, a lot of my friends, even my childhood friends, I don't talk to them anymore. Yung mga childhood friends ko sa Pilipinas, we rarely talk. Pero pag umuwi ako sa Pilipinas, kala mo parang walang nangyari. Kala mo kahapon lang kami hindi nagkita. Walang ganun. Kumbaga, I think that's how you mature sometimes. And I think that's where you build friendship. Doon mo matututunan sino yung mga totoong tao talaga. Kasi it doesn't matter what you do. Kapag nawala ka, iisipin lang nila, ay busy yun, hayaan mo siya. Pag nakaalala yun, saka na. Parang ganun. And I think that's also goes down to like your loved ones, like family, partner. You don't really have to do anything. Pag alam nilang kailangan mo sila, nandyan sila. Parang makakatunog na lang. Diba? Diba? So, those things. Like, for example, with us, diba? Hindi man tayo nag-uusap yung super deep or hindi tayo nakakapag-usap ng matagal. Pero pag nag-usap tayo or pag nagsama tayong dalawa, parang iisipin ng ibang tao, close yan dalawang yan. Pero di ba tayo nag-uusap?
may
Diba?
yun. Nung last time na, kailan ba yun? Yung may confession, yung last week? Last week yun, ano? Basta the other week yun. Yung may confession kang ginawa, ayun nga, may nagsabi sa akin, grabe, ganun pala ka-close si ICEE, no? Tapos pa-realize ako, ganun na ba kami talaga ka-close? Kasi,
yes. No, the thing is that's with me and I think that's how I think yung para sa akin that's how I think. You know, when a person accepts me for who I am, yung kahit kaloka-loka ako, ganito ako magsalita, prangka ako, I don't really care pag nasaktan ko, na-offend kita, edi saktan mo rin ako, i-offend mo rin ako. Parehas lang, walang pikunan. Bala ka dyan. Kasi I wanna be truthful. Diba? Ayoko yung hahalikan mo ko sa puwet, kiss ass. Ayoko nang ganun. Ang dami ko nang ganun. Huwag ka nang sumali. Marami akong ganyan. Huwag na. Gusto ko yung totoo. So, like for example, the last time we talked, diba? Sabi ko nga, and I think, you know, like sometimes they would ask me like, how close are you with Board? Diba? Kasi sometimes you're coming to my live chat and they think we're super close. And I think for me, para sa akin, you're one of those people that I could trust. Diba sabi ko naman sa ito? That I could trust. Pero it doesn't have to have a label kung gaano ilang oras tayo nag-uusap araw-araw. Walang ganun. Basta nagkakaintindihan kami dalawa eh. Ano nga yun? Pakialam ko sa inyo. Parang ganun. We respect each other. O pag may problema siya, pag wala na siyang malapitan, alam niyang meron ako. O pag kahit ako yung last option niya, at least last option ako. At least andun ako. Ganun lang. Ganun kasimple. Walang komplikado. Diba? Kasi you don't have to do anything for me. Kumbaga parang ako, eto ka, tanggap kita. Ganun lang sa friendship. Pero pagdating sa relationship kasi, there's expectations. When it comes to friendship, I think there's no expectation. Pero pagdating sa relationship, ibang bagay yun. Diba? May expectation tayo dyan, guys. Aminin nyo o hindi. Diba?
totoo yan.
I have to go now, ICEE guest. Thank you for the live stream. Good night. Ravisha, good night and have a wonderful afternoon and have a wonderful evening. Ayan. And of course, kay Black Gamer Romainer Lee, thank you. And I'm gonna wait for that Jamaican beef jerk. Ayan. O, diba? Makakain pa ng beef jerk. Pero ano yung na-realize mo ulit, Board? Ayan.
Oo nga. Ay. Hindi,
Kasi
oo nga.
here, like for example, para sa akin and I think it's like general, hindi lang later a bishop from Daniel Carhunen. Ayan, Daniel, thank you, thank you. So how about you, Daniel? Can you relate to this kind of like friendship or relationship? Because with guys, I think it's different. With guys, it's actually like I think how a guy think. Sometimes they don't talk to each other for years. And when they catch up, parang walang nangyari. Parang ganun sila kasi, di ba?
Normal.
Ganun sila, normal. So, like for example, like with you, Board, like especially you're on YouTube, there's a lot of people that is actually wanting to be on your good grace, di ba? Ika nga. So, at this point, do you know how, alam mo ba kung paano mo tatansyahin kung sino yung papapasukin mo at hindi?
Oo. Ano, tag dito, ito nga recently nung I've been dealing with something na talagang sobrang ina-stress ako for the past 3 weeks. Nung after ko ma-overcome yung 3 weeks na yon, meron pa na mga tao na nagpi-pray para sa akin. Mga YouTuber din. Oo, so
Mm.
that's when yun yung time na grabe naiyak ko sa live ko mismo. Pero kino-compose ko yung sarili ko na wag gumaguluhol kasi iba yun eh. Knowing that someone is praying for you, iba yun. They really care even though na hindi mo alam pero they are doing it for you. And so
Diba?
tas ayan kahit hindi ka kamustahin, but then nakikita ka, nalalaman nila, alam nila na meron kang pinagdadaanan na ano yun, priceless yun. And those people,
Yeah.
ay sila yung mga dapat na i-keep. They are worth keeping, yung mga taong ganyan.
Pero
Kaya,
do you can you actually like differentiate yung kiss ass? Kasi usually ito yung isa sa mga, I think this is napapaloob to sa self-awareness, and I think this is one of the things that I kind of like, it's an advocacy for me to kind of like, hindi sa sinasabi ko na I already develop a self-awareness because I'm still doing it. I'm trying to achieve that. But I think it's actually more helpful if all of us, we're actually going towards it. Kasi iba't iba yung opinion, iba't ibang option yung pwede nating maisip how to actually kind of like reach that self-awareness. So for you, do you understand the difference between friends that are actually telling you what it is, even if it's, like hindi mo magugustuhan? Kasi diba lahat naman tayo, meron tayong, especially if we're in, especially sa love, number one to sa love. Minsan dun mo mapapatunayan kung sino-sino yung mga kaibigan mo. Kapag inlababo ka, 'di ba? Pag inlababo ka, sometimes there are persons na sasabihin sa'yo kung ano yung totoo and kung ano yung hindi. Like if you're going over the boundary, o yung parang tipong they're just gonna tell you one thing because alam nila yun yung gusto mong marinig. So, kaya mong i-differentiate yung mga friends na ganun.
oo, ito, especially yung recently na group of people na palagi kong kasama, sobrang vocal nila. As in if hindi nila gusto, sasabihin talaga nila. If not, kapag gusto nila, sasabihin nila. Paano ko ma-differentiate? Siguro, through time, I guess through time, sa panahon na nakasama ko sila. Pero kung sasabihin mo, kung tatanungin mo ako if I can differentiate yung nakilala ko lang recently, tapos sa matagal ko nakakilala, hindi ko ma-differentiate yung mga bago lang. Pero yung sa mga nakilala ko na before pa, kaya ko identify kung sino yung totoo sa hindi. Kung sino yung magi-stay at sino yung hindi.
Aww. And
Mga
Alec J. Queen! Diba? Ayan. Konnichiwa, konnichiwa. Pero hindi kasi usually, diba? And that's good because sometimes, like for example, kaya ako natanong to kasi sometimes, minsan kasi may mga, like for example, we keep friends na meron kasi akong experiences. Kasi nga, ako talaga, umpisa pa lang talaga, prangka talaga ako. kumbaga, pag ikaw pumasok sa circle ko, hindi ako, kumbaga, I'm not being judgmental or opinionated. I just see it as what it is. Kumbaga, we have all belief. Di ba? May mga beliefs tayo. So, pag kunwari sa sarili ko, tingin ko masama, i-voice out ko kasi I think you're a friend of mine. Diba? Kasi yun yung gusto ko rin gawin mo sa akin pag may ginawa akong mali. But at the same time, there are people, and I'm talking about experience. May mga tao kasi na pag kunwari ako nagsalita ako, mali ang ginagawa mo. Diba? They take it too offensive. Diba? Na yung tipong tingin nila, pinakikialaman ko yung buhay nila. So para sa akin, I don't give a fuck. Parang wala. Opinion ko yun, magkaibigan tayo. Nagtanong ka eh, di ba? Nanghingi ka ng advice eh. Anong gusto mo? Sabi, di ba? So sometimes I would always say that. And then on the other hand, I also experience, like for example, they think I'm doing something that in their belief is not good. Tapos kapag hindi ko ginawa yung advice nila, they get angry. Parang sa utak ko, ba't ko masusundin yung sinabi mo? Eh hindi nga yun yung para sa akin. Eh, bakit buhay mo to? Tapos magagalit ka kasi hindi ko sinunod yung gusto mo. I think, like for me at this point, those are friends that aren't worth keeping for me. Para sa akin Kumaga parang, andyan ka, kaibigan kita. Hindi man kita aasawahin. So bakit ba pakikialaman mo yung buhay ko at magagalit kapag hindi ko ginawa yung gusto mo? Diba? I mean, like I value my friends but not to the point. Like for me, if you're a friend of mine, may sasabihin ako but at the end of the day, kung ano man yung kumbaga, kung ano man yung decision mo, do you boo-boo? Diba? Pag lumagak ka dyan, pupulutin lang kita ulit. Pero hindi ibig sabihin magagalit ako ano man. Wala akong pake. Buhay mo yan. Yung para sa akin, diba? Hindi naman sa I don't care about you. Hindi ganun. Kumbaga, kung tutuusin, technically, hindi naman ako maaapektuhan kapag may decision sila sa buhay nila. Diba? So para sa akin, I think, sometimes kailangan magkaroon tayo ng self-awareness if we become a friend of somebody else and also if we're having friends. Kumbaga two-way round. Kapag makigiging kaibigan ka ng isang tao, pag may nakita kang maling ginagawa nila, magbigay ka ng advice. Pero pag hindi nila sinunod yung advice mo, huwag ka magalit. Buhay nila yan. Buhay mo ba yan? Gusto mo ba pakikialaman ka rin nila? Diba? Mag-isip mo, self-awareness lang, ha? Ayan. And syempre, Alec J. Wow! Bumalik si Alec J. May paganyan pa. O, diba? At dahil dyan, Alec J. Ayan. Ito para sa iyo. Ayan, makapag-vape din ako. O, diba? Ayan, ito para sa iyo, Alec. Ano na ba? Oh, 'di ba? Ayan, ang shala naman ni Alec. Anong meron, Alec? Kumusta na 'to si Alec? Parang ang tagal niyang hindi nag-a-upload. Parang hindi ko nakikita nag-a-upload 'to or nagla-livestream. Ay, may love life 'to. Kaya ganyan, masaya ang buhay.
Ganun ba yun? Pagka hindi active sa YouTube, masaya ang love life?
Oh, yung ko, hindi ko daw siya kinakausap, masaya daw ako. Pag kinausap ko siya, may problema daw ako. O, diba? Bakla pa rin. Hoy, wala. O, diba? Issue. Ayan. Pero ikaw, Board, what makes you busy so far?
Ang
Ay,
dami.
fresh ka rin. Parang lately, fresh ka.
Ang dami nakakapansin, sabi nga nila. Pero para sa akin, parang ako lang to. Hindi, ang dami kong inaasikaso ngayon sobra sa church, may business kasi ako i-open. Actually, ni-start ko na siya, so tomorrow
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, i-ano ko na lang.
I-promote mo na yan.
Ha?
I-promote mo yung business yan. Tell us what kind of business that is.
Soon. Soon na lang magmuna. Kasi tinimpla ko pa na sa kanina eh. So I have to leave it for 24 hours. Tapos na-transfer ko na siya sa container. And then after that, pinag-iisipan ko pa kung gagawa ko ng branding or i-benta ko na ng ganun na. Sobrang
Mas maganda mag-umpisa ka na ng branding, 'di ba? Para ano, mas maganda. Or
Tapos
mas maganda rin naman yung pag-isipan din.
naghahanap ako ng model, si ICEE gagawin ko model.
Ay mukhang ano mukhang napapaisip tuloy kami. Ano kaya yan?
Ano 'yun, sa ano, yung dishwashing liquid, fabric softener, detergent, mga sabon. Mga sabon siya.
Ay
Business
wow.
business ko na siya before ako magbarko. Since, ayun nga, nung nagbarko, na-stop. Tapos, nung pinaubaya ko kay mama, nag-pandemic. So, hindi na siya na-continue. So, ngayon, i-continue ko siya. Pero mas, ano na, mas confident ako ngayon kasi ako na mismo yung nagtimpla ng, ano, ng product. So, confident.
Ay, ayan, meron na tayong magiging commercial. Ayan. Kaya gawan mo ng ano yan, commercial. Kasi minsan may ano ako dito pa commercial ako eh. Kaya, oo, nakikita ko. O, di ba? Ayan, para ano, lahat kaming mga fellow YouTuber, dapat may ganun. Para may commercial. Ay, hindi ko napansin, Buryong. O, di ba? Ano daw? Anong business yan? Mag-i-invest ako. O, di ba? May pera. O, di ba?
Busy sa live to, marami pinagkakita. Nagbebenta ka ng aliw? Ano? Alikon?
Mali talaga. Kaloka. Pero hindi, yun nga. Nakakatuwa lang. So, pagdating sa pagbabariko, talagang kumaga parang you're settled na muna. Sa Pilipinas ka muna talaga.
Sa totoo lang, IC, ano na, meron na talagang schedule. Ano, nung April pa lang meron na. So, pinospone ko
Mm.
na, may something came up na kailangan ng ano ng supervision ko. So, ayun. Nung Sunday, nag-opening yung outreach namin dito sa Calamba. And then, ayun nga, while browsing bago matulog the other night, naalala ko yung business ko before. So, sabi ko, sige, bakit hindi ko siya subukan ulit? Baka with this, I don't have to go back na sa barko. So, who knows? So, I'm still praying na mag-work yung business ulit. And malay natin, 'di ba? Araw-araw niyo pa na makita. Because if you're going to ask me if I want to go back, of course, gusto ko because of the travel, yung makagala. Pero
Oo.
if you're going to ask me about the money, about the salary, kaya ko na siyang kitain ngayon dito eh. Kaya ko na siyang kitain ngayon dito sa Pilipinas. I have so many sources of income na
Sabagay.
ngayon.
Pero
So
hindi,
yeah.
nakaka-relate ako dyan. Kasi usually, like for example, especially, di ba, alam naman nila nasa Japan ako. So I live in Japan. They always tell me like, why don't you become a hostess? You know, yung entertainer. You know, I mean, no offense meant. I mean, you know, salute to the people that, you know, work for entertainment. Pero kasi, di ba, like for example, like, it's an easy money. Kumbaga, ika nga, easy money and it's a lot. Diba? But at the same time, I think it depends on people. And I think for me, you know, ngayon kasi, I love my job. Tapos kung parehas din, kinikita ko yung kinikita nila. So, diba, parang, no, not for me. Parang hindi. Dito na lang ako. Mas masaya ako dito. Diba? Diba? So, it's like, I think it just depends on people talaga. You know, but at the same time, kumbaga minsan nati-triggered pa rin ako when it comes to like people na nagsasabi, bakit di ka mag-entertainer? Sayang yung ano, bata ka pa, 'di ba? Maganda katawan mo, pwede mong pagkakitaan yan. Yun naman talaga pinagkakitaan ko talaga, 'di ba? Parehas lang talaga,
True. Oo nga,
'di ba?
oo nga, no? Sa barko, ganun din naman. Nagsiserve ako doon, nag-entertain. Ganun din naman dito sa YouTube, nag-entertain at nagsiserve din naman ako. Hindi nga
'Di
lang pag
ba?
siniserve ko.
But at the same time, yung kumbaga parang mas yung passion mo, mas masaya. Parang hindi ka nagtatrabaho, pero pares lang kita.
True.
So, choosy ka pa ba? 'Di ba? Choosy ka pa ba? Di dito ka na lang. Parang ganun lang. So, I think, you know, kapag may mga ganun, kaya kayo dyan, kung nanonood man kayo, huwag niyo na akong tinatanong-tanong kung gusto ko. Ayoko nga eh. Gigigil ako sa inyo.
Alam, pag kami mga
'Di
nagtatanong nga
ba?
sa akin, sasampa ka na ba ng barko? Hindi ko sila masagot kasi nga, alam ko yung tanong kasi nilang yun, may expectation silang may ine-expect silang sagot na manggagaling sa akin. na oo, babalik. Eh yung tingin ko ano, ine-expect nila na magiging sagot ko. Kaya hindi ko na lang sinasagot.
Diba? And then I ask because nga, yun nga, parang minsan kasi, parang alam mo yun, gusto kong i-open yung ganitong usapan. Like for example, bakit ganyan? Ba't di ka mag-work ng ganito? Kasi usually, yan yung mga parang, I think it's one of the things that motivated me na maging professional. Kumbaga, like I can call myself professional. Kasi 'di ba, yung mga ganyan na parang bakit ba? Like for example, being a YouTuber, 'di ba? There's a lot of stigma when it comes to YouTube. Like what kumbaga anong pinagkakaabalahan mo? I'm a full-time YouTuber. Parang ganun. Tapos parang may discrimination, ha? Parang hindi man totoong trabaho 'yun. Parang sa utak ko, alam mo ba kung ano mga pinaggagawa namin dito? Parang do you know how hard it is? Di ba? Kung tutuusin, so I really feel sometimes like, like a lot of people always become too opinionated of what kind of work you have. Like for example, sa Pilipinas, like for example, yung mga janitor, janitress, kumbaga parang dinidiscriminate nila. But there are a lot of people, they love their work. 'Di ba? Kahit janitor lang sila kasi yun yung gusto nila, 'di ba? Pero they get discriminated kasi sa Pilipinas it's a very parang mababa.
Baba, yeah. Oo.
Yeah. And one of the things like for example, pet peeve. Ano yung mga pet peeve mo when it comes to people? And guys, pet peeve tayo again. So if you have pet peeve, guys, I want to know what kind of pet peeve do you have? Or it's not a pet peeve. What kind of a person, except for, yung crab mentality, kasi lagi na napag-uusapan yan dito. Except for those people, ano yung mga tipo ng tao or type of persons that you are disgusted with? O, diba? Disgusting na talaga to, guys. Ayan. So if you have like the same, like if you have any opinion, guys, I want to know what disgusts you. Diba? Para sa'yo, karakter ng tao na, God, that's so disgusting.
Paano? Yung mga manggagamit.
Oh.
Promise, hindi. Hindi naman recently, yung buong YouTube, hindi. Simula nung na-enhance ko yung na-discover ko pala sa sarili ko na yung sa pagiging master nga sa mga GLS. Ang daming kumukuha sa akin. Tapos ang daming promises, mga ganyan-ganyan ba. I'm not saying na I'm expecting. Pero kasi nagsabi kasi sila ay sobrang disappointed ako sa mga ganyan. Yung may sasabihin kang ganito tapos hindi mo tutuparin na parang ginamit mo lang ako to make your live stream or to make your show mo energetic, nakakatawa or something like that. Ayun yung naiinis ako kasi napakaramdam ko na abuso ako sa mga ganung bagay. Yung pakiramdam ko ginagamit lang ako. Yung hindi nag-promise ka tas hindi mo tutuparin.
Kumaga walang paninindigan.
Oo. Napakinabangan mo na ako. Tapos after nung live, parang okay, wala lang. Parang okay. Kaya sobrang disappointed ako. Ang dami na na-experience kong ganyan. Kaya nga na sobrang hindi na lahat ng invitation sa akin ina-accept ko. Minsan nagde-decline na ako. So sa mga tunay na friends ko na lang talaga ako umuoo ng invitation.
And this is real talk lang, diba? Real talk. Like for example, there are a lot of people sometimes, and this is not about dissing people. Hindi ko naman dinidis, and please don't get angry at me pag sinabi ko to. Like for example, when it comes to like we're in, kumagay sanga-sanga yung community natin, diba? Sanga-sanga. Sometimes may mga tao talaga. Like for me, like chikahan one-on-one. Sometimes I go to other live streams so that I could meet other people. And, I will try to get them as a guest of mine. But I don't really expect that they would say yes. But I'll try it anyways. Pero sometimes there are people that feels like because they come to your live stream, and because they support you, but at the same time you support them as well, it feels like it's an obligation that you have to give them when they ask. And I think this is one of the things that I feel like I always encourage fellow Filipinos to have is yung boundaries. Magkaroon kayo ng boundaries para sa mga sarili ninyo. Yun yung pinopromote. Hindi man pinopromote, but I kind of like wanted to share. Like have boundaries because I think this is one of the things that a lot of Filipinos don't have. Yung boundaries. Just not for yourself, but with other people na i-interact mo. Because sometimes, like for example, there are people that you've met just 10 minutes ago. And then they'll ask you, make a greetings for me. It's like, how the fuck would I give a greetings for you? I just met you. Parang, ano daw? Parang nagkaroon ng, ano daw?
I remember so many people.
Guys, please guys, real talk lang guys. Pumunta muna kayo mga 10 beses. 10 beses from start to finish ng live stream. Interact with me. I'll interact with you. Have friendship with me. And then ask. Pero yung parang tipong, wow, 10 minutes pa lang tayo nagkakakilala. Anong i-greetings ko? Happy birthday? Pwede na ba yun? Kumbaga, saan kaya nakuha yun, no? Anong greetings? Parang it's so pretentious kasi. That's why sometimes if I couldn't give greetings, diba? Kung hindi ako makapagbigay ng greetings, it's either because I don't have anything to say because I don't know you. Diba? And I don't wanna feel pretentious. Diba? Hindi ako yung tipong taong nagpe-pretend na kilala kita. Just for you to have a content. Diba? Hindi ko problema yung content mo.
I-share ko lang din ICEE. Ayan. Ito kasi nung isang araw lang, the other day, meron kasi everyday siya nagchat-chat doon sa aking Facebook page. Nanghihingi siya ng tulong, financial. Nung una nanghingi siya, it's like okay, pinadalhan ko ng pera kasi nga nagpakita siya ng picture na yung bahay nila nasira ng bagyo. Di okay, pinadalhan ko. Tapos nung mga sumunod na after few weeks, araw-araw nagchat na siya, nanghihingi naman ng tulong about pambili ng ganito, yung pambayad sa graduation. Tapos tinitingnan ko yung timeline ng Facebook niya. May isang post ko, wala man lang siyang shinare. Tapos ang sinishare niya ay yung sa isang YouTuber din. Ngayon, eto na nung isang araw kasi nga ayun nga supposedly yung perang ipapadala ko supposedly dito sa friend mo. Pero ayun nga. Ang sinabi ko na lang sa kanya, ba't hindi ka doon manghingi ng support, ng tulong doon sa sinishare mong YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yan. Bilang yun naman talaga yung sinusuportahan mo, baka sila yung makatulong sa'yo. So, na-disappoint ako doon kasi nung after ko kasi siya padala nung una, ang binitawan niya salita, manonood po ako ng vlogs ninyo, i-share ko po. Di isa, wala ako nakita, hindi nga malang nag-notif yun na, nilike yung isang vlog ko. So,
It's one of the things, diba? Yun yung isa. Kaya like, for example, like, you know, like when I posted something about, you know, asking for donation and asking for help, para sa akin talaga, it was hard. Kasi hindi talaga, kumbaga, one of our Japanese traits na talagang na-adapt ko is, you know, we don't like, or, ewan ko lang, pero, like, I'm a type of person that I don't really like to ask help.
Exactly.
Diba? Isa ako sa mga tao talagang ayoko talagang humihingi ng tulong. Kaya like for example, like you know sa Lapagan Dikitan, 'di ba? I was so very yung parang medyo 'di ba? Medyo may pagka sa ibang tao na hindi maiintindihan yung understanding ko. Hindi nila maiintindihan, sasabihin nila ang arte naman itong babaeng 'to. Andito tapos ganyan. Kasi kumbaga para sa akin, fair game. 'Di ba? If you want my support as a fellow YouTuber, parehas tayo ng oras, parehas tayong ginugugol ng oras. You know what I do, 'di ba? Alam ko kung ano ginagawa mo. You know, don't tell me like for example, sila Mary Kay, The Wonder, yung mga nandito, andyan lang yung mga yan. Pero magpapakita tapos wala na. Hindi mo na makita na nagsasalita because you know na busy sila. But in 365 days, nakakapunta sila. 'Di ba? Andito sila. Tapos sasabihin mo sa akin, busy ka. Tapos gusto mo, support ako. Uy, bakit organic viewer ka? Nakita kita sa Lapagan Dikitan, wag ako. 'Di ba? So for me, like for example, there's a lot of people that use a lot. Yung kumbaga user ika nga, 'di ba? So I think it's one of the things, like if you want support from somebody, give it first. 'Di ba? Ikaw muna magbigay. Ngayon kung hindi ka binalikan, hindi ka sinilip, 'di ba? Isang buwan na. O edi wag na, 'di ba? Katulad sa love, pag hindi binigay, pag hindi ka o edi wag na, wag mong pilitin, 'di ba?
Pag hindi pa nagparamdam ng ng ilang isang buwan, wag na.
'Di ba? Wag na, 'di ba? Abot na yung akin isang buwan eh. 'Di ba? Ngayon mag-ano na ako, 2 linggo na lang, 'di ba? Maglilinis ulit ako. Kapag guys, pero sa totoo lang guys in all seriousness, pag ako nangingisda, may baklas. Pag hindi ako nangingisda, wala akong baklas. Kaya ayoko na mangisda. Napapansin ko yan guys. May pattern talaga.
Lalago kapag isda. Wait nga, check ko nga.
Hindi, kumbaga, iba kasi yung lagas. So, ito yung sinasabi ko guys, iba yung lagas, iba yung baklas, di ba? Yung lagas kasi, kumbaga makikita mo yan, nabawasan yung subscribers mo, which is very normal, di ba? Pero yung baklas kasi, makikita nyo yan sa subscribers, may minus. Yung mga nag-manual na nag-baklas. Minsan, tamang-tama. Ito ilang beses ko na to tinry. So, kunwari, makikipag-connect ka. So, minsan, makikipag-connect ako may 5. May 5 lang. Binibilang ko lang naman. Kumbaga, sipagan lang naman yan eh. Minsan lang naman ako Mia, may -5. O, 1 plus 1 mo yun. Yun. Diba? Tama-tama. Kaya ako may pattern. Oo, may pattern. May minus din guys. Tingnan nyo, pag kunwari nalagasan kayo, pag walang minus, pero may lagas kayo, yun yung mga spam na spam. 'Di ba? It doesn't mean na nagbaklas sila. It's just that they don't visit you anymore. So, si YT, nakalagay naman yun sa community guideline when it comes to that, para mabawasan yung spam, and alam naman nila may ganitong kalakaran, to cut it off. Parang ganun. Pero pag once they come back, babalik yun. 'Di ba? Pero yung nagtalagang manual na nagbaklas sa'yo, lalabas yun, may minus. May minus yan, guys.
Naalala ko na, IC, balikan ko lang yung topic natin kanina, yung sa
Yes.
yung sa YouTube about sa Yung iba kasi, ano opinion mo dito? Yung iba kasi ang tingin nila, ayun nga, tingin nila dito lang, hobbies lang, so hindi mo siya kailangan karirin. What is your opinion about that? Yung hindi mo kailangan karirin sa YouTube, yung lang, hobby lang siya, pastime lang, pampalipas oras. Kasi ganyan yung thinking na iba about YouTube eh. Kasi for me na na kumikita kay YouTube, hindi ko siya kinukonsider na lang, pastime lang or hobby lang. I consider YouTube as a career.
Yes. No, I think, like, I've had, like, a lot of, kumbaga, I had a conversation about that, like, for passion. Like, for example, with me, I started with a passion, 'di ba? Umpisa yan eh. Kung wala kang passion dito, hindi ka talaga mabubuhay. And that's just what it is. Kahit hindi man sa YouTube, anything that you work, kahit sa work, 'di ba? Yung talagang, aside from YouTube, being a teacher, pag wala kang passion, ititigil mo kung anong ginagawa mo. The same thing with YouTube. Passion is there. Pero pag sinabi nilang hobby lang, it's either, kumbaga, there, at least for me, in my opinion, you have to look for their action. Kapag bitter sila on certain things, like for me, for example, like before I said, this is just a passion, this is a hobby, kasi may trabaho naman ako diba? But at the same time, because this is an advocacy, hindi lang siya passion and hobby, I take this kasi especially kumikita na ako. Kumbaga, diba? Like, and a lot of people are wasting their time with you. Diba? Sa atin, sa pagla-livestream. This is a career. We're all entertainers. So for people who said this is just their passion, this is their hobby, I mean, good for them if that's what they think. But if I heard them na mag-complain about on anything at all when it comes to YouTube, that's when I will call it impokrita ka. Ganun lang. Impokrita ka. Pag kunwari passion mo lang, hobby mo lang. Like, yun yung sinasabi ko na like I think I had this conversation with JJ, like with the JJ, because for him it's a passion, it's a hobby. I mean, good for him. He doesn't have to have a career with YT. But at the same time, if people are putting it on your face, especially kapag minsan kasi depending depend on how they say it. Because I think, naiintindihan ko yung sinasabi mo. Minsan sinasabi nila, passion ko lang to, hobby. Because walang nangyayari sa channel nila. So it's kind of justifying on something they feel. Especially if they're talking to a person na kinakareer masyado yung pag-YouTube. So I think it doesn't actually like serve them right pag sinabi nila yun, 'di ba? So kapag kunari, bakit nasa lapagan, nakikita mo silang nangingisda, nasasabihin nila passion lang. Ba't ka nangingisda? Passion lang pala eh. 'Di ba? Hobby lang pala eh. Ba't ka nangingisda? Ang hirap-hirap kaya mangisda. Sa totoo lang. 'Di ba? So I think that's one of the things that I think, like for example, there's a lot of people na I think legit na passion and hobby lang. Legit. Kasi kumbaga parang nag-upload lang sila eh. Diba? But when it comes to career, tas nakikita mo silang alundag-lundag sa kung saan saang LS, tapos nangingisda, tas nambubudol, tas sasabihin passion, hobby lang. Ay wow, alam ko kung paano mangisda. Napagdaanan ko yan. Alam ko kung gaano karaming puyat yan. Hindi ko alam kung wala ka lang ginagawa sa buhay mo. Pero, wag ako bubu. Wag ako bubu. 'Di ba? Kumaga, yun yung isa sa mga isang ayaw ko, yung mga impokrita.
At saka, kasi kaya sinasabi ko siyang kino-consider ko siya as career. Aside from the fact na kumikita talaga ako sa YouTube. Kasi yung YouTube live ko naman kasi doesn't end from from 12 to 3 in the afternoon lang sa Pilipinas. Hindi siya nag-i-stay lang doon sa 3 oras lang na yun eh. Kasi even before my live stream, I'm doing YouTube. After my live stream, I'm still doing YouTube. So kung tatanungin mo kung baka nga hindi lang 8 hours ako nakatutok sa YouTube. Kaya siguro if people will question me about YouTube, well, I have the right naman siguro na kumita rin ng ganito kalaki sa YouTube kasi I'm doing YouTube naman talaga na more tag dito early in the morning, wala pang araw ata nag-YouTube na ako, tapos minsan pasikat ng araw naka-YouTube pa rin ako.
And I think like alam ko maraming magdi-disagree, and I think it's like, kaya nga lagi sinasabi, agree to disagree. JD's Eats, mega love shout out to you. Ayan. Ba't tumatawa to si Rian? O, diba? Tuntua siya. Uy, BFF, anong nangyari sa'yo dyan?
Mga hypocrite yan.
May pakita ka daw, Rian, no? Hindi, like for example, ito, kunwari, for example, like before, nung bago ko natutunan tong community na to, for me, passion saka talagang hobby lang. And I know it'll take time. And it's not even guaranteed that I would make money on YouTube. It's not even guaranteed even now. But the thing is, passion and hobby. Kumbaga, I could say that this is a passion and hobby. But at the same time, pagka gumugugol ka na kasi ng maraming oras, kumbaga hindi naman masama na kumbaga mag-expect ka something financially. Especially if you're doing a lot, if you're putting a lot of time, 'di ba? Kasi kumbaga sa trabaho nga 9 to 5. Kung nag-YouTube ka 9 to 5, 'di ba? But for example, si Madam Wailami, like per se. Like, I think this is a passion of her. Kumbaga parang hobby na lang niya to, diba? I think for her, I would, kumbaga, believe pa ako eh. Believe pa ako kay Madam Wailami kasi, kumbaga, talagang interaction niya yung kay Madam Wailami. And you can see naman yung bahay niya malaki na talaga. But for people talaga na yung tipong, kumbaga hustling, tapos sasabihin nila passion and hobby lang. I would ask more questions. Kumbaga parang anong ano, mas mataas ba yung tingin mo sa sarili mo sa akin? Parang gano'n. What's the intention? Ano yung intention mo para sabihin yan, 'di ba? Kumbaga I don't know. Ganun ba yung ano sinasabi mo? Bored? Parang ganun ba yung line of thinking? Kaya mo yun nasasabi? May nag kumbaga nagko-question about the legitimacy of you making it a career.
Oo. Ang dami kasi talaga, ang daming tao na nagsasabi sa akin na, "Nandiyan lang si YouTube, pwede mong balikin yan anytime." Yes, totoo naman, pwede ko naman talagang balikan si YouTube anytime kung gugustuhin kong bumalik na agad sa barko. Pero ayun nga, the thing is, nag-e-enjoy kasi ako at saka bukod sa nag-e-enjoy ako, kumikita ako. Actually, it's not about really the money eh. Nag-e-enjoy kasi ako kasi ito talaga yung gusto kong gawin. Yung ano, yung may mikropono, mag-entertain. Ito talaga
Yeah.
ito talaga yung heart ko. Even bago sumampa ng barko, ito talaga ang career ko, event hosting. It just so
Yeah.
na ano, nakahanap ako ng ano ng right platform to share my skills, the gift that I have. Ayan. Kaya
Yeah.
talaga siya. Kaya kino-consider ko siyang ano, hindi lang siya basta pwedeng iwanan at balikan. Para sa akin, once kasi na iniwanan mo to, there's no coming back. Mahihirapan siguro man kung makabalik ka, it will require so many things. For example, ayan, kailangan mong i-build ulit yung sarili mo. Kumbaga magi-start ka from scratch. Once na
True.
iniwanan mo, balikan. Kaya
Yeah.
nahihirapan ako
And
mag-decide
I
pabalik.
think kasi minsan kasi depende sa mga taong nagsasabi na kunwari passion and hobby lang nila, which is good for them. I mean, it's their right to say that if that's what they think talaga para sa sarili nila. But I think it's more of like the intention, 'di ba? Kasi sometimes may mga ganyang bagay. Like for example, eto i-share ko konti lang So, remember I had, medyo na-stray ako these past few months, right? I strayed. So I think one of the things that actually happened is because I put a lot of time on YouTube. Masyado ako nag-enjoy talaga sa YT. Which, kumbaga parang lahat ng oras ko, pagising ko, papasok ako, kumbaga nakakalimutan ko na magluto sa oras, mga ganong bagay, kaka-YT. Diba? So I think like for example, like this is a passion, but at the same time it's kind of ruining something yung personal life ko na dapat yung obligation ko sa family ko nawawala. And some stuff like that. So para sa akin, sabi ko sa asawa ko, I'll just quit. Para hindi kami magka-problema and stuff like that. And this is one of the things that I think yung parang para sa akin, ang swerte ko kasi akala ko talaga yung hahayaan ako mag-quit. Nag-e-emote na ako. Kumbaga parang kasi alam ko Kumbaga especially nung nalaman ko yung live stream, this is what I live for. Kumbaga parang, ito na yun. Ito yun. Diba? Kumbaga parang, ito yun. Kumbaga kaya mahilig ako mag-host nung bata ako, kaya madaldal ako. Diba? Kaya maano ako sa pagsasalita about mentally, physically, mga ganito ganyan. Because this is what I live for. This is who I am. And of course, yun sa mga tao na naniniwala sa iyo, kahit isa lang yan, dalawa lang yan, nakaka-motivate. Diba? So I think, kinabukasan, sabi ng asawa ko, I'm not gonna let you quit. We're just gonna have to schedule it. Because that's your passion, that's your hobby. Alam kasi ng asawa ko, hindi naman talaga ako mag-look forward. Kasi kumbaga para sa akin, yung money, I know it will come later. 'Di ba? If it goes somewhere. Kapag lumago yung channel, it will come. Darating din yan. 'Di ba? But all I have to do is put a lot of effort. Siguraduhin na na-entertain ko yung mga tao na kailangan kong i-entertain kapalit ng mga binibigay nila sa akin. But at the same time, alam niya, passion ko to, hobby ko to. So, I think, pag sinabi kasing career, tapos sasabihin ng iba, parang ida-downplay nila yung sasabihin mo. I think that's where the problem lies. 'Di ba? Kumaga parang binibigay kasi nila, they're putting words into your mouth. Ika nga. And that's one of the things I don't like. 'Di ba? Eh, dito ka masaya eh. Dito ka masaya. Hayaan mo sila. Eh, kung hobby nila yun, edi good for them. Oh, kayo na mapera dyan.
Pero feeling ko hindi nila masasabi yung ganung bagay kung dito, may experience nila yung yung na-experience natin na
Yes.
nag-enjoy, aside from nag-enjoy, nagiging reward na yung yung revenue na binibigay sa atin ni YouTube. Sige, ewan ko sa kanila.
And I think the only problem I had when it comes to like, for example, like, like, ito yung sinasabi namin na pinagkukwentuhan namin in the Japanese community is like when you started YouTube knowing that you're gonna have a lot of money, you're already ruining it. Kumbaga, doon ka nagkakamali.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi sometimes when you get the highs, diba? Pag kunwari, ay, kumita ako ng ganito, especially if you're not the type of person that could handle a lot of money. Yung tipong, ay, ito lang, especially when it comes to like, nagsasalita lang naman ako doon, pero nakakakita ako ng ganito. Syempre, it'll give you a lot of confidence. Na, wow! But you forget na you have to do it consistently.
True.
Diba? And you forget, nakakalimutan mo na, ay, may ganun pala. And then basically, you focus on the money rather than on the content itself. Yun yung parang na-oobserbahan ko lang. Not just in Filipino community, but in Japanese community. Like they started shifting towards how much money would they get. How much people, kumaga parang super chat na lang ng super chat ng super chat. But they don't produce quality content. Parang kumaga kabig ka na lang ng kabig pero wala kang binibigay pabalik. And I think, yun yung isa sa mga bagay na parang tingin ko, I think one of the things that I kind of like, hindi naman hate, pero parang madaling makalimot. Diba? Madaling makalimot. Tapos parang nakakalimutan mo yung mga maliliit na tao. Who builds your community? Diba?
Ay, naku, may kilala ako.
So I think, but I think when it comes to our community, dito sa community nating Lapagan, Dikitan, it's very normal that once a person, yung ika nga nag-graduate, they'll forget about you. It's just part of life. Parang pag nag-elementary ka, babalikan mo pa ba yung grade 1 teacher mo? Hindi mo na alam. But, she helped you a lot, diba?
Yeah.
Kumbaga, diba, may mga utang na loob ka, ika nga utang na loob ka nung kabataan mo. Binalikan mo ba ngayon? Hindi naman. So it's the same thing as YouTube. Don't expect people na natulungan natin in our own way. Especially sa mga nagpapaangat or sa mga diba? Or something na nakakolab ninyo. It just happens. It's life, Sometimes they'll remember you, sometimes they don't. Kapag hindi ka nila naalala, tas lumaki ang ulo nila, ganun talaga ang buhay. Diba? Ganun talaga.
At so gusto ko lang yung sinabi mo kanina, yung expectation kasi ng ng mga tao, for example, they are nag-umpisa pa lang sila sa YouTube. Ang expectation nila, katulad ng sinabi mo kanina, nagsasalita lang pero kumikita. Ang hirap kaya at saka kailangan consistent mo siyang gawin. Ang tao kasi ang thinking nila kikita ng malaki, ayun nga. Once na monetize sila, tapos hindi nila na-reach yung expectation na yun na kikita sila ng malaki sa pagda-livestream. Ang tendency, ayun nga, nagko-quit and ayun na, doon na pumapasok yung thought na hindi talaga siya pwedeng gawing pang-suporta sa buhay.
Yes. Yun yung pinag-uusapan namin usually. If you go to YouTube thinking that you're gonna earn a lot of money, you're doing it all wrong. First and foremost, you have to have passion. And kahit yung mga million na, diba sila, Tulfo, saan ba nag-umpisa? Advocacy. Yung mga million na PewDiePie, diba nag-umpisa because gusto niya lang maglaro, diba? Nakabig niya yung mga viewers niya, which is a lot of kids, diba? It just happens like that. Pero nag-umpisa lahat sa passion. Kasi kumbaga yun yung sinasabi ko usually and i-share ko lang, like me and my mom, we had kind of like disagreement when I started YouTube. Kasi sometimes, like, mother, alam ko na nanonood ka, wag ka magagalit ha. Like, we had a kind of, I don't know, a little disagreement. Because, like, sa Pilipinas kasi pag kunwari, syempre, on public ka. So, hindi naman dahil sa malaki tayo, but you become in the world of public or celebrity kind of. So you have to be like celebrity. Kumbaga may image ka dapat protektahan. So sabi ko sa nanay ko, hindi ko naman kaya yun. Bigyan mo ko 1 linggo, lalabas yung tunay kong kulay. Hindi ko kaya yun eh. Kumbaga, and I think, like a lot of people, especially on YouTube, audience are very, very smart. They will know if you're authentic or not. 'Di ba? Pag hindi ka authentic, makikita at makikita nila yan sa camera. Lalabas at lalabas yan sa camera. At mas marami kang ngayong bashers kesa sa mga tao talagang gustong sumuporta sa'yo. So, and I think it's easier. Mas masarap yung lumabas dito sa camera. Kaya minsan pag hindi ako nagla-livestream, it's because I'm not mentally stable. I do have those days, guys. Kaya pag hindi ako nag-live, it's either, I'm not mentally stable. Kasi sabi ko nga, hindi ko kayang lumabas ng camera and promoting mentally fit if I'm not myself mentally fit. So, may mga ganong bagay. So, tao lang din tayo, guys. Minsan may mga down moments din ako. Diba?
Ako din pag I'm feeling down, hindi ako nagla-live.
Diba?
Hindi ako nagla-live kapag I'm feeling down kasi nga, paano ko pasasa ibang tao? Ako mismo, hirap ko pasayin sarili ko.
And I think that's one of the things, like for example, si Sisi Koy, diba? Si Josa, everyday siya nagla-livestream, diba? So for me, that's why, diba? Oo, twice a day kasi meron siyang goal, diba? And para sa kanya talaga, ito yung kabuhayan niya, diba? And I think that's one of the things that I like about her. Kasi nga, kumbaga sa kanya, binibigay niya yung all niya. Diba? Para sa inyo. Pero kumbaga para sa akin minsan, uy, wala ka naman. Wala naman ang hirap naman. Diba? Kumbaga,
yung live niya, para mag-stop lang. Stop na. Na girl.
Diba? So I think, like for example, yung mga ganon, yung the show must go on, ganyan naman ako, the show must go on kahit malungkot ako. Minsan I do push myself. Pero talagang may mga time talaga na feeling ko kasi impokrita ako. Pero like for example, the content of Sisi Koy naman kasi comedian level. So parang sa kanya, lahat naman, di ba kaya minsan may mga comedy, lagi nilang sinasabi, pag comedian ka, usually they have the most sad, pa, di ba, sinasabi nila. So, I think that's one of the things. So, yung sa inyo, like, board yan, career, naiintindihan ko yan. So, that's why, like, yung support is andyan. Kasi kumbaga, kaya sa mga YouTuber, mga small YouTuber, naku, kung alam nyo lang, di ba? Nag-graduate, kumbaga parang minsan sinasabi ko, naku, monetize lang yan. Hindi nyo alam gano'ng kahirap. Mga niya. Maya-maya, ang dami mo nang makikita, wala na. Wala na sila sa YouTube. Mapagod na. Di ba?
Ang dami noon na wala na ngayon. Ilan na lang kaming natira. Si Mami Shikera. 3 na lang kami. 4. 4 na lang kaming natira. Ang dami namin noon nagkakasabay.
Diba? Kasi you have to find. Kaya nga natutuwa ako kasi nag-upload ka na rin. Diba sabi ko sa'yo, gustong-gusto ko pa naman pag nag-upload ka nung may mga chikiting, tapos nagre-react kayo, kainin mo to.
Oo.
And I really, saka mas lalo yung pinakita mo yung behind the scene, kung sino ba si Board, parang ganun. Diba? Yun yung gustong-gusto ko ng mga content mo. So, maganda yung ganun. Diba?
Try natin ibalik yan. Wala kasing time ngayon. I'm busy talaga pero we will try.
Diba? Oo. So, on that side note, hi?
Kahit yung mga kaibigan ko, yun din na sinasabi sa akin na namimiss nila yung ganun, yung puro kakulitan lang, yung napoproduce ng utak ko. Kasi ngayon, panay gala panigalang upload ko ngayon. Hindi siya yung product ng aking malikot na kaisipan. But anyways, ayun.
'Di ba? Maganda yung ganun kasi. Pero alam ko kasi ang hirap kasi mag-shooting. Sa totoo lang.
Oo.
Ako talaga feeling ko live streamer lang talaga ako. Pag nag-shoot ako or upload or content, Diyos ko parang isang buwan na yan, prepare. Ang hirap. May script ka pa. May cameraman ka pa. Mag-e-edit ka pa. Gaganto. Tapos hindi man lang tatapusin yung inedit mo ang script kaya sa puso. Nag-live stream mo lang ako.
Natapos yung edit, hanggang sa'yo na, nabura ko na.
Diba, no? Ay, nako. Kaya, to all the small YouTubers, guys, ayan, laban lang, diba? Just find your content. Just find your voice, diba? So, how about you, Board? Ayan. Before we end, what are the advices at this point na pwede mong ibigay sa mga small YouTubers and sa mga aspiring YouTubers, live streamers, and everything? Ano yung mga gusto mong ibigay na advice and kind of like words of wisdom?
Sa mga nag-i-start, dito, ituring nyo yung channel ninyo na baby ninyo, na anak ninyo. Alagaan ninyo yan. Tsaka no matter how tempting it is na mag-upload ng video na tingin ninyo magba-viral pero hindi naman kayong original na creator. Ayan, wag nyo na subukan. And also, if you can give your best dito sa YouTube, then give your best. Bakit hindi mo ibigay yung best mo dito kung alam mo naman na meron mga taong yumaman, naging successful, nakilala, sumikat dahil dito sa YouTube. So why not give your best? Kasi who knows? Baka meron ka isang content na magpa-viral sa iyo na ikaw na pala yung next na Alex Gonzaga, ikaw na pala yung next na Kong TV, 'di ba? So always give your best in everything or whatever you do, always give your best. Kahit hindi lang sa YouTube. Kasi ako I'm trying to give my best dito kasi nga I believe and I can see myself na magbo-boom dito. Kasi hindi ko ma-expected din na mangyayari sa akin to, pero it happened. So, kung nangyari sa amin, why not? Mangyayari din sa inyo, 'di ba?
True. Diba? Well said. Diba? And yun nga, ano ba yung sinabi mo? May gusto kong sinabi mo din. Viral. Ayan. Sa mga, ayun. That's one of the things that I really don't like. Yung umasa sa viral. It's not worth it for me. Para sa akin it's not worth it. Kasi when it comes to viral, kailangan maging consistent ka sa kung anong viral. Diba?
Responsibility na yan eh.
Oo. Paano kung yung naging viral mo, hindi naman yun yung passion mo? So at some point, it will stop. That's why I think, like for example with me, may nagsabi sa akin, why fitness? Diba? Bakit fitness? Mahirap mag-boom sa fitness kasi there's a lot of influencers. At saka, ang onti ng pwede mong kumbaga i-content sa fitness na paulit-ulit na lang, 'di ba? So that's why I'm so happy na napuntahan ko yung live stream. And grow from there, 'di ba? Mag-grow lang kayo ng mag-grow. Mahanap nyo rin yung voice ninyo, 'di ba? So I hope lahat naman tayo umaasa one day na kumbaga ako, like in all honesty, I hope I can see myself na kumbaga like yung magkaroon ka ng consistency sa YouTube na na makukuhanan mo siya ng support, 'di ba? Kasi mas marami yung oras ko sa YT. 'Di ba? Kumbaga parang mas napupuyat ako sa YT kaysa sa sarili kong trabaho. So, I do honestly hope that someday I would earn money from this. 'Di ba? Na kumbaga kung ano yung binigay ko, kahit papaano I can say that it does give me something back. Not just yung attention na nakukuha ko, yung love and support na nakukuha ko, but at the same time, financially, para yung life ko is easier. 'Diba? But I don't see myself giving up on my work. Hindi ko nakikita na magsa-stop ako sa trabaho ko. So I know itong YT is a passion and a hobby slash career. Kasi kinakareer ko pa rin naman siya kahit paano. But, I know sa sarili ko na hindi ko pa binibigay yung best ko. Kasi ang daming ideas, ang dami kong editing na kailangan ko na hindi ko ginagawa.
Ang
Nai-upload.
edit, ang tagal bago matapos.
Alam mo ba, yung 2 to 3 minutes na trailers ko na yan. Kaya minsan nabubwisit yung asawa ko. Kikita niya 2 to 3 minutes lang yung trailer. Ang editing ko 1 to 3 hours. Minsan inaabot pa ako ng 5 hours sa 3 minutes na trailer lang. Paano pa kaya yung buong upload? 'Di ba? So, isama pa din yung shooting, yung camera angle.
Ang tagal ko rin mag-edit ng content. Nalala kapag yung bawat detail na pumapasok sa isip ko. Kaya nga minsan kapag tinatamad ako, sige na, ayaan mo na. Hindi ko na, yung nasa isip ko tuloy, hindi ko na nalalagay sa sa video. Kahit na gusto ko siya. Kasi nga sobrang haba ng editing, nakakapagod, nakakatamad na.
Kasi kapag nag-edit ka kasi ng upload talaga, kailangan matapos mo siya. Kasi pag kunwari binalikan mo siya bukas, di i-replay mo ulit. Ano ba yung pinagagawa ko kahapon? Ano may mali dito? Ayusin mo ulit. Tapos pag hindi mo na naman natapos ngayon, bukas ulit, replay ka ulit. Ay, meron pa ako ulit na pwedeng idagdag. Hanggang sa hindi mo na matapos. Sige na nga, wala.
Ganyan.
Kaya guys, to all the donations, to all the support, ayan, yung financial support, and everything, sana maintindihan nyo na it's really coming from, yung mga binibigay nyo. We do appreciate that as a YouTuber kasi especially if you see na talagang binibigay naman namin lahat kung ano kami, 'di ba? 'Di ba? And I hope na sana talaga na-appreciate nila, 'di ba? Yung pinagagawa natin dito.
Siguro naman na-appreciate nila. Hindi naman siguro sila magtatagal sa akin.
I hope guys, ayan, we give you company. Ayan, we keep you company. Uy, ang hirap mag-makeup. Guys, natuto kaya ako mag-makeup. May heart pa ako, diba? Heart.
Dati wala
Tatlong box na ata yung ko dito. 3 box na ata yung makeup ko dito. Kakabili. Ano kayang maganda? Kaya yung admin ko at saka yung family ko, excited na sila na umuwi ako kasi alam nila, ang dami ko na namang makeup. And of course, guys, if you want, guys, ayan, nakikita yung damit ko paulit-ulit. If you want yung mga donation nyo, I do buy clothes. Ayan, dun ko ginagamit yan, guys. Kasi ang hirap kaya, guys, paulit-ulit minsan yung damit, nakakahiya naman sa inyo.
True. Lalo sa akin, araw-araw ko naka-live, ang hirap mag-bukal sa damitan.
Wait, Lord, isang araw suot mo yan na naman.
Hindi kasi ito yung sa iba nung, kailan ba to? Nung Sunday, sa live ni Christian, tama ba? Sa live ni Christian Andulan. Ito yung suot ko. Kasi tapos nilabhan ni Mama, syempre bagong laba, nakapatong doon sa pinakaibabaw ng damitan ko. Ito na yung nahila ko kanina. Sige, ito na. Kaya sa mga, naghahanap ako ng sponsors ng damit.
Diba? Pero bakit hindi mo i-try yung Patreon? Kasi ako nagtitingin na ako ng Patreon. Kasi parang mas maganda yung feedback niya pag Patreon. Mas malaki yung makukuha mo kesa sa kaya like yun. Gusto kung yung makuha. Kasi dapat mag-merch ka board, especially yung business mo, gawin mong merch yun. Diba? Oo. Maganda yun. As in yung talagang parang board vloggers, kung ano man yung itatawag mo doon, para may sarili ka na ring website. Diba? Kasali yan. Diba?
Push ko na nga yung branding para
Oo, importante yun. Pag-isipan mo habang nakababad pa siya, pag-isip pag-isipan mo na ng mabuti yung ano, isipin mo ng mabuti kung ano ba itatawag mo diyan, 'di ba? And of course, guys, ayan, if you're not yet connected to my, ayan, co-host for tonight, guys, ayan, please do, ayan, connect with him, ayan, andyan. I'll pin it on the live chat, guys. So please do connect with him. Please do support him as well. Ayan, especially he has gonna have a new business. So if you're in the Philippines, ayan, and of course, if you're in another part of the world, hopefully it would be available, ayan, in international shipping, o, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Please do, please do, please do support, ayan, please do support. We call him the king of the premieres, ayan, in YouTube world. And of course, the first person that I really get fond of, ayan. So please do support him. Board vlogger, and of course, ayan. So, ayun. Anything you wanna promote, ayan, the floor is yours.
Ano ba ipopromote ko? Parang, ayun lang, yung regular live, Razalma Official, Michael, shoutout to you, ayan. Yung regular live stream ko from Monday to Saturday, 12 noon, up to 3 in the afternoon, Philippine Standard Time. And what else? Yeah, so far, ayun lang naman. Wala naman akong iba pang ipopromote. Yun na, yung business ko, pero ilo-launch ko na lang siya soon. Very soon. Within this week, maybe.
Ayan. And of course, yan guys. So this is gonna be the end of the live stream. Thank you guys. And hopefully this coming Saturday again, ayan, we're gonna see each other. Ayan, magtunggaan tayo this Saturday because it's gonna be my cheat day. Ayan. So ayan, inuman tayo. So if you have time, board, please do come on Saturday, guys. Ayan. Thank you, board. Ayan. Thank you so much
Bigla ang
talaga.
akyatan ito. Bigla. Kaya
Kaya,
tinapos ko din
ayan.
na makikita ko para makaakyat. But anyway, thank you so much, ICEE. Ayan na, ano, na.
And thank you. Bye-bye. Ayan,
Bye,
salamat
guys.
na paluin ako ng asawa ko. Ayan, nakatatlong oras tayo. Bye-bye, guys. Ayan. And of course, guys, thank you so much for being in my live stream. Thank you sa mga naka-BG dyan. Ayan, maraming salamat sa inyo talaga lahat. I do appreciate all of you guys. You know that from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate all of you. And hopefully, I'll see you again, ayan, this coming Saturday. If you want to have a social, ayan, socialize with me this coming Saturday. Let's talk about anything, random topics this coming Saturday. Ayan. Board vlogger. Thank you. Come to my live stream this coming Saturday. Let's talk, let's socialize, let's interact with each other and have a stressful weekend. O, diba? So, good night, guys. O, yasuminasay! Dahil sa channel na ito, kayo ang bida. Bye-bye, guys. Good night sa inyong lahat. Shirley, good night. Ayan, sa aking family. Ayan, mother ko, my sister. Ayan, sa aking minamahal ng aking sister, sa aking pamangkin. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Ayan, thank you guys. Ayan, I love you so much. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Congratulations!